vigilante. Resist the system, you know what I'm saying? Feel good right now. Let's get it.
Keep it 100. Hey, minor is the one you want talking to your sons. I can talk about God, I can tell them about drugs. I can show them how to move when they see you in the mud. Get to work and make a brick. It was me and Doc putting everything on the house, investing everything in music, then explain it to the spouse. Came a long way from sleeping on my brother's couch. Realest you done met, call her op, he a vouch. Yeah, I own a few mistakes, but being fake ain't one of these. Matter of fact, I probably kept it too real for TV. I could tell you all the lies your favorite rapper like the dream, like that diamond chain real, and he bought it with his stream. She gon'
I done woke up, slept on me, trying to eat with vultures. Y'all look frail, let me feed the culture. Can't get full of the lead and coke, huh? Still sober, y'all OD, follow me. Where the rain follow me, king. Yeah, I know the king, Martin Luther King. You ain't really gonna throne, boy, you in a dream. Wake up, y'all don't want it. Down to the white, I better put Marlo on it. And let's soon Chico Malo, homie. And if I'm scared, I guess I don't know it. Cause I'm still going still right where the heat at. And where I ain't supposed to be, that's where I be at. And I spit that, sit back, listen to the truth for the sky crack. And the Lord get back. Or somebody wants to get back. And they click clack, leave it been back, looking at this intact. Never left, but I've been back. Cross on my bit neck, and I don't rap gospel, I live that. But I'm nothing but a gimmick. You see me in the club, funny, you was in it. Skip a cosign, shout out to the homie Kendrick. And all I hear is crickets when I run into the critics. Oh well, show tells me a lot when they tell me to rock. Keep my eyebrows raised, smell what I'm cooking. And the sales may drop, yeah, the mail may stop. But they ask for the truth, yeah, I'm a dork. They like, how you do that now? Sound kinda nice, boy, who that down? Is everything real good, true and fair? But you probably wouldn't listen if you knew that down. If you knew that down.
Edgar Berlanga. And I want to say something too. Fuck Oscar De La Hoya too. He's always a motherfucker. He keep talking and talking. We're gonna smack him when we see him.
The heart beats just a little faster right now, doesn't it? They stand alone right now. No cornermen. They're just ready to make the ring walk for the biggest fight that boxing can.
Keep your hands up, keep your chin tucked. It's the one and only Ghost with the shadow in the front. And I hope you guys are having a blessed Sunday. After all the activities from last night, man. You know, last night, let me start off by saying this. Damn, it's kind of bright. Can you hear me like usual, bro? My usual audio check. Yeah, you can hear me. Yeah, listen, man. I was about to head out, right? And I said, you know what, man? It'd be crazy if I didn't address last night. Because I'm not gonna go live later on. I'm not going live later on tonight because I gotta get up in the morning and I gotta keep my channel now. So you know, I'm gonna honor my bet, which by the way, I was 100% ready to shut my channel down. I swear to you, I shit you not, bro. I shit you not. I was dead ass. I was dead ass going to shut it down, bro. If he would have won, bro. Believe me, because I usually don't pay $90 for a pay-per-view. I don't pay for every pay-per-view. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know, I pay for everyone that every time I can contribute and I could pay, I'm going to do it because I support boxing. But I'm not going to sit here and make it seem like I pay for every pay-per-view because I don't. But yesterday, man, I was fully prepared to shut my channel down, man. I paid. I had everything set up, bro. Everything set up. And so I realized, I said, okay, since I'm going to address everything because there is some things I saw last night that I kind of like. It's just kind of weird how people interpret things. I feel like we all interpret things different. I think we all saw the fight yesterday, but I think people will see it differently. And I don't know if they see it differently because they're Canelo fans or they're Canelo haters or whatever, but listen, there's nothing wrong with disagreeing, but some of the shit that people say, like, I don't know how you got to that conclusion, or I don't know, like, if that's what you saw. Does that make sense? Like, and I'm not saying people are purposely being biased, because I think there are people that really don't mean to be biased, bro. I just think they honestly just see shit differently, man. And I'm gonna get into that because I saw a lot of people talking about the fight, and I don't see what they saw, what a lot of these guys saw. Okay, so but before I get into that, man, Tycho, God bless you, brother. It's always good to see Tycho. Dimitar, what's going on, man? Let me start by saying this, Tycho. I know you just showed up. Hey, I was ready to shut my channel down. I swear to you, bro. I swear to you, I'm not lying. I had to hype myself up for yesterday's fight, bro. And I'm going to admit that I was wrong about a couple of things. I'm okay with that. I'm okay saying that I was wrong about a couple of things, but I also think that some people are bugging with their takes, but it is what it is. People have their own boxing takes. People have their own channels. It is what it is, bro. Salute to everybody that supports boxing, bro. This is why I have my channel, because I get to say what I feel and what I honestly feel without, I always say how I feel and what I feel. There's a reason why you don't see me on a lot of channels anymore. It is not because I don't got problems with them. It's just because I feel comfortable doing what I do here. You know what I mean? It's just how it is. But I do watch a lot. I say this all the time. I watch a lot of channels, bro. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say that I don't. And I find it hard to believe anybody that has a channel doesn't watch other people's channels. I'm not saying they don't do that, but would that make sense to you? Like, if you had a channel about the NBA, a YouTube channel, are you telling me that you're not going to watch no other channels that talk about the NBA? That's kind of weird, wouldn't it? Don't you want to see what your peers are saying? You know what I mean? It gets you tight. Why? Well, I was gonna do it, bro, but you know what? I'm not. But that first, let me address that. Let me address that. So since I'm gonna keep my channel, and because I know it's been affecting me, and I've been honest and upfront about it, this is what I'm gonna do. Because I was gonna honor my word either way. I swear to you, bro. And people, D-Style texted me last night, and I think what's his name was here. He's always here all the time. He was like, "You really gonna shut it down?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro. I'm gonna." Why would I make a big deal about it and then not keep my word, bro? But a lot of that had to do with me hyping myself up for the fight. Yeah, listen, let me start with this because I'm going to be all over the place, but I'm going to try to fit it in. Let me start with my channel first. I'm going to say this. All right, I'm going to keep my channel, but I have to be more disciplined about it. And what I mean by that is, for now on, bro, when I say I'm going to go 20 minutes, a half an hour, I got to do that, bro. Because the reason why I got to that point where I said I didn't want to have a channel is because it's affecting my sleep and shit like that. And I'm being honest with you, it's hard for me to stop, bro. I'll start talking about boxing and I love it, and then somebody will be like, "Yo, drop the link," And we all love boxing, bro. Everybody, if you're here right now, you love boxing. Think about it. You're devoting time to watch somebody else talk about boxing. You like boxing, bro. It is what it is. So I get caught up in that, and I don't want it to. So I got to be more strict with that. And I think I'm going to develop a schedule too. I think it's better if I just develop a schedule. It may not be like to the T. And what I mean by that is just a little, like, just be more disciplined with the time. That's all. Instead of me being all random, it doesn't have to be 9 p.m. every night. But what I mean is, like, I got to be more like that. So that's out the way. Let's talk about last night, bro. Let's talk about last night. Before I get into the main event, I want to talk about the UFC real quick. Listen, if you're a boxing fan, you should be proud, bro. You should be proud. I don't got no problem with UFC, by the way. I like the UFC. Do you guys watch the UFC? Like, I don't watch MMA. I watch the UFC, which is under MMA. Like, I don't watch one championship. I don't watch kickboxing. I don't watch it. You know what I mean? I watch boxing, but I do watch the UFC, you know? So I don't got no problem with the UFC. They got loyal fans too. But, hey, this is the first time in a long time where I feel like boxing is in a better place than UFC. It's usually the opposite way around, you know? It's usually everybody saying the UFC. This is what, I don't know how you guys see it, but I know that a lot of times people will be like, this is why I watch the UFC and I don't watch boxing, right? I tuned in because the O'Malley fight, O'Malley lost his belt last night, right? And they knew that Dana White was going on talking about first off, Dana White was talking about how the Turk, because you know the Turk dumped $20 million into that fucking event, Nocha, which was 2 miles down the road from the MGM Grand, right? Just to hurt boxing, by the way. Actually, to hurt Canelo. Anyway, bro, that's some crazy shit. And Dana purposely held off on I'm sure he did that. He purposely dragged out their main event. And O'Malley and Merab started like at 1 because the Canelo fight was over like around 11:30, 12, right? So he literally dragged it out so people that were done watching Canelo can tune into there, right? And he also did interviews leading up talking about how they lost money. They dropped their ticket sales like 70% or something like that. I'm not saying that I gloat in another sports downfall. All I'm saying is everybody shits on boxing, bro. They shit on boxing all the time, bro. I see it all the time, and I've seen people say, how can you be a boxing fan and this and that, blah, 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 blah. Look, man, I love boxing. It is what it is. I'm going to defend boxing. It's my fucking heart, man. You know, when I was a kid, I used to hate boxing, bro. I thought it was boring. I thought it was boring. And my father used to force me to watch it. We had a staple in my household, bro. We had a staple in my household. I was forced to watch boxing as a kid, bro. You know, I wasn't rich growing up. So we had like our main TV in the living room, you know, and I can't just go into the living room and turn on whatever the fuck I want when my pops is watching. I had to watch what my pops watched, bro. And my pops was a huge Tito Trinidad fan. And anytime he fought or any boxing was on, that's what we were watching, bro. And I just remember distinctively as a kid. And at first I was like, I don't like this. But I remember watching Tito. And he started knocking people out with them left hooks. And I was like, yo, okay. And I just became a fan from boxing. So I'm always going to stick up for boxing. I'm always going to love boxing, bro. And this is why, number one, let me start with this, bro. I've never called any boxers cab drivers or anything like that. You know, I don't do that. And there's a specific reason I don't do that. I don't call fighters, even low tier fighters, I don't call them like bums or grocery store clerks. And I keep telling you this why. You know, a lot of people that say that, if they bumped into that, let's say the guy's ranked 48 on the rankings. He ain't even listed on the rankings. You go to BoxRec, you probably can't even find him, right? Like you know how you go to the rankings? The dude that's not even listed on the rankings, the guy that you call a grocery store clerk, would beat the fucking brakes off you, bro. 9 out of 10 would beat the fucking brakes off you. So that's why I don't call people grocery store clerks and shit like that. However, as a boxing fan, I do criticize fighters. And I've been hard on Berlanga. And I gave you my reasons. And to be fair, the last 3 days leading up to the fight, I started, you know, I told you, I said, I'm starting to like the guy a little bit. I took back a lot of the things that I said. And I will say that I was wrong about some things about Berlanga. However, I was right about a lot of things with Berlanga. And I feel like people, from what I see, everybody has their own opinion, but I feel like people are so drastic with their opinions. People exaggerate their opinions, bro. You know what I mean? Have you ever been with your, specifically, I don't think there's any women watching, but specifically us men, right? You ever had that friend where you're chilling, bro, and I don't know, you guys are just, let's say y'all talking, damn, it's bright as hell. let's say y'all talking, right? And let me turn down this brightness. Let's say y'all talking, right? And I don't know, some these two chicks walk by you and say hi. Like hi, and you're like, hey, how you doing? And they look good. And they walk past, and you and your boys like, oh shit, right? And later on in the day, y'all with a whole bunch of other dudes, right? And your one friend exaggerates the shit, you know? Hey man, I was chilling, man, and 8 girls came up to me around 5. Bro, you should have seen it. They were dying to get my number and shit. And I was like, nah, you know, and I'm looking at them like, bro, that ain't what happened, bro. Stop lying. That ain't what happened. She just said hi, bro. That's what I feel like the people do when they watch these fights and they're some of their takes. They exaggerate, bro. They exaggerate. And it is what it is. I have no problem saying that I was wrong about something, but I'm also not gonna I don't dick ride. I don't make excuses. I try not to push narratives. And I'm wrong and right about things like a human being. Ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody getting this shit right 100% of the time. I feel like a lot of I don't know about you, bro, but there's a lot of narcissists on YouTube, bro. A lot of narcissists on YouTube. Like some of these dudes cannot be straight up and be like, I was wrong. Or they can't say like, yeah, you know, I'm only backing this guy because, you know, I'm friends with him. Like, just fucking be honest, man. Just be honest. That's it. But believe me when I say, I feel like being honest and being real gets you fucking nowhere. It's the dudes that are on that drama shit, that beef shit, that narrative shit, that race-based shit are the ones that what do they call that? Shock factor. Those are the ones that really get big channels. I can't do that because I don't mind doing that every once in a while, but I can't do it every day, bro. I can't do it every day. And maybe that's just me. But I'll tell you this. Let me start off with what I was wrong about Edgar Berlanga before I get into the undercard. I expected him to get knocked out. Okay? That's it. That's where I was wrong. Everything else, I was right. Everything else, I was right. Okay? He showed me that he had heart, which I kind of knew he had heart. I said he was stubborn. I knew that the only thing he had was a puncher's chance. And in fact, as the fight went on, you clearly saw the levels because one thing I did not like about Edgar, you know, I see a lot of people saying, well, I give him respect for this. And I give him respect. Absolutely. He's a man. He got in the ring. I give him respect for that. But I don't like the dirty shit, bro. I don't like that. And that comes from experience, bro. Hold on 1 second, bro. What is wrong with this color? Give me a second, man. This shit always happens like this, bro. Hold on. I think it's because the sun is getting cloudy and my cam. It doesn't matter, man. My camera adjusts as the fucking. It doesn't matter. I don't like it when I'm looking at it though, because it looks like I'm glowing red or something. Hold on. Okay. As you saw, the more he had the more the fight went on and the more he realized that he couldn't hurt Canelo, he started getting frustrated and doing cheap shit. I don't like dirty tactics, bro. I don't like it. Especially if I think you're doing it on purpose. So I didn't like that. I give him respect for he did fight. He's got heart. That's about it. I'm not saying I'm not giving him his props, bro. I'm giving Edgar his props. I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed in the fight. Okay? I'm not disappointed in the fight. However, I think other people saw something different. Let me ask you this. How many rounds did you guys give Edgar? How many rounds did you give him? And I just watched it again because I still have it. I still have it for another 48 hours because I ordered it under Prime. I didn't order it through the Zone. So I don't know how it is on the Zone, but I was able to rewind it as I'm watching it. You know what I mean? And I missed the last 2 rounds because there was a fight outside in the parking lot, and I had to go see what the hell was going on there. And but other than that, I didn't really give him many rounds, bro. Okay, he stood his ground for what he could. Okay, that's what I saw. That's what I saw. It wasn't no 7-5. It wasn't no like. I didn't have him winning, bro. If I want to be gracious, bro, I'm gonna say I got to look at the last 2 rounds again. But I didn't really see the last 2 rounds. I saw him again this morning, but then I was taking care of things, so I didn't really concentrate. But other than that, I saw everything else. I was on live. I didn't give him many rounds, bro. It was a one-sided fight. It was a one-sided fight. So I don't. This is where I get confused with what people are watching. Like, this goes back to let me talk about Canelo real quick, because I noticed when it comes to Canelo, dudes hate him so much they don't want to give him props, and then you got dudes that fucking is on his dick so much they won't even fucking criticize him, and it drives me nuts, bro. It drives me nuts. I either deal with somebody who won't even acknowledge what the man has done. They won't acknowledge that he's done this, he's done that, he's the cash cow. They won't give him any respect, which is their fucking opinion if that's what they want to do. And it's like, but it's hard to talk to them because it's like, well, if you don't give him credit for any of this, how are you giving this guy credit and this guy credit? You see what I'm saying? So it's hard to talk to them. But then it's also hard to talk to the motherfuckers that think this man levitates on water. You know, like, it's hard to talk to them too. 2 things can be right, bro. 2 things can be right. I've always wanted this man to fight David because I think he beats David. I think he beats David, bro. Okay, I've said that before, and I'm not saying by a lot. But yesterday only enforced that I think he beats David. And if before you say Berlanga ain't on David's, no, he's not. I think David beats the shit out of Berlanga. But the reason why I've always said that I got Canelo beating David is because when you ask people how would David beat him, right? They say the usual shit. The same shit they were saying for Edgar. He's younger. He's bigger. He's taller. He's this. Every fight, bro. Every fight Canelo has, he's the smaller man, bro. Yesterday, I couldn't get through how big Edgar was. I kept saying, dude, this dude's massive, bro. He's a big kid, bro. He's a big kid. You know? And yeah, he didn't stop Berlanga. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this too. So a lot of people were saying to me, well, not a lot, but there was a handful of people that said to me, hey, Shadow, so if he doesn't stop Berlanga, is that an L for Canelo? And I said, well, it depends. Like, is it a close fight? Or is it like a one-sided fight? If it's a one-sided fight, no. And here go, and I was telling Tycho this yesterday. Here goes the problem. Here goes the problem with this. Because if Canelo would have stopped Berlanga in 5, you know what they would have said? You see? Look at that cherry pick. Oh, waste of a fight. He can't get him out of there. Oh, look, he can't get him out of there. Do you see how it is with Canelo? So it's like no matter what he would have done yesterday, you wasn't satisfied with the fight because he wasn't fighting David, right? So no matter the outcome, people were going to say something. If he would have knocked him out, they would have said, you see, look, it's a cherry pick. I told you, this is why they want to watch the shit. Then if he can't get him out of there, it's like, look, you see, look, this is why he won't fight David. He can't even get rid of Berlanga. I think, bro, it was a one-sided fight. Canelo does have power because even though he's not stopping guys, he's dropping guys, bro. He's dropping guys. He dropped Jermell. Yeah, he's at 154. It don't matter. He dropped Jermell, which doesn't happen every fight, right? He dropped Munguia. He dropped Berlanga. Did he drop John Ryder? Did he drop John? He dropped John Ryder too, right? So these guys that he's not stopping, he's dropping them still. And hence, they're not dropping him. Which goes back to my other thing. His chin, bro. This guy's got, I'm telling you, bro. I do not have nobody with a better chin than Canelo Alvarez. I'm sorry. I don't. And that is probably the main reason why I got him. The reason why I've always had him beating David, and let me tell you why I've always had. Now, listen, I'm not saying David can't beat him, but let me tell you why I've always had Canelo beating David, because David doesn't have power. David is a very offensive fighter. And reason why I'm bringing up David, by the way, is because every time you talk about Canelo, they're going to bring up David. Because other than that, I wouldn't even bring him up because he's at 175 now. But I'm only saying this because I do feel like he should have fought the kid, because I think he would have beat the kid. But if he would have beat the kid, they would have said David was never all that. David, you see what I'm saying? It's just hard for me. Like, I don't understand why it's so hard for people to just give people respect, bro. I don't have to like the fighter to say, hey, bro, that's a bad man right there, you know? Or, you know, it's just I don't know what it is. You're not on these guys' payrolls. I don't know. Like I don't understand why you would hate somebody so bad, and I don't understand why you would be on his dick so bad. You know what I mean? Unless you know him. Like, so it's very drastic views of how I see people looking at this fight. Look, Berlanga went the distance. That surprised me. And I give him props for that. And I admit that I was harder on Edgar. He did surprise me and show me things that I didn't think he had. I will admit that. But other than that, everything else kind of new. Like, you know, I had to hype myself up for this fight, put my channel on the line. You know, which was good, by the way, because it did get me into the fight. If I didn't do what I did, I wouldn't have been nowhere near as hyped for the fight, bro. I got myself so hyped for the fight. I had bought the fight. It had everything set up by 5. Usually I do everything last moment. I had everything set up. Like, I was really hyped because I'm like, yo, if he wins, I'm going to shut my shit down. And I was going to shut it down. So I had to hype myself up. But other than that, bro, he got frustrated because he couldn't hurt Canelo, and nothing he was doing was, having any success. He landed punches, but Canelo blocked a lot more, and Berlanga missed a lot more than he landed. In fact, I believe a lot of the marks that we saw on Canelo, because when I was watching the fight, I saw Canelo get a mouse under his eye, and I'm like, where did that happen? And I'm looking at it. I think it's because of the same thing. It happens with Virgil Ortiz, and you could tell when you look at them, look at the way that their skin is. You could tell, like, because there's a difference. Because and it also depends on your skin. You know, some people get lumped up real easily, and some people don't. But I think it's the same thing that happens with Virgil Ortiz. It's when you're in that high guard and you're blocking and your glove is rubbing against your face. That's what I think it was, because I was watching the round and I'm like, where did that mouse come from? And I rewinded it, and Berlanga did not catch him clean there. He didn't catch him clean. So it was obviously from blocking or whatever. But man, let me tell you what was the funniest shit, bro. I do like Edgar a lot more now. I will say this, because that stubbornness New York shit came out, bro, especially when Canelo dropped him, bro. This shit was hilarious. You got to go back and see it for yourself, bro. I watched it 3 times, bro. Canelo drops this motherfucker, right, and is beating his ass so bad that at the end of the round, Berlanga looked at Canelo as if to say, yeah, you got more of that coming. I shit you not, bro. He looked at Canelo like, yeah. And Canelo was looking at him like, motherfucker, I was whooping your ass. Berlanga's stubborn as fuck, bro. But I liked him in that aspect. But other than that, I didn't like the fucking the dirty tactics. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. But what do you expect? This is a man that bit somebody and got released from Top Rank for biting somebody because, you know, the fight wasn't going the way that he thought it was going to go. So, I don't know, man. I just, so at the end of the day, when I'm looking at outlets, right? Like I'm seeing people that are like, people think that like I don't know. They gave Berlanga like 5, 6 rounds. Like somebody almost had like 6 rounds. Like, where did you get that? I didn't see that. That's number one. You know, maybe I'm judging a little bit too hard, but to me, a lot of those rounds clearly were won by Canelo. That's just me. And mind you, I wanted Berlanga to win. So I'm being honest with you. Like, I'm telling you what I saw. And then I also feel like a lot of people are, you know, how do I say this without sound? Because I don't want to sound like I'm not giving someone. I give fighters credit. I just got done saying, bro, that the people that they call a cab driver would beat the brakes off me. I don't call people cab drivers, grocery store. I don't do none of that. I respect fighters. But I also feel like people are overhyping the fact that Berlanga made it through the fight. Okay, he made it through the fight, bro. He made it through the fight. Yeah, that surprised me. He doesn't get a golden, he doesn't get an Emmy for that, okay? He doesn't get an Emmy for that. He still was a one-sided fight. Can we be honest with each other? It was a one-sided fight. It was exciting because he wasn't laying down. Yes. Way better than Danny Garcia and Lara, which, by the way, whoever made that fight and thought it was a great idea to put that as a co-main event should never do that again, bro. The whole lead up to the fight, one of the things I kept saying is Lara and Danny Garcia is going to be a boring fight because of their styles. They're both so similar in their styles, bro. They wait for the other person to throw a punch. I've been saying all week, that's going to be a snooze fest. And I'm so surprised. Who got mad at me when I said this about Danny Garcia? It was like last year. And I said this, and the person is like, you're hating on Danny. I said, oh, it is what it is. I'm not hating on Danny. I'm telling you that for me personally, as a boxing fan, every time I've watched Danny Garcia outside of 140, not 140 Danny, 140 Danny was a beast to me. 147 and the Jose Benavidez fight, he did. I guess he did pretty good in that in that fight. But for the most part, when I watch Danny Garcia, I always come away with this feeling in the back of my head, he could have done more. Like he just settled. He just settled for it. Like the Spence. Like the last 30 seconds of the Spence fights, he goes crazy all of a sudden. Bro, you should have been doing that rounds ago. Like every time I watch Danny, I just feel like he could have left more in the ring. That's just what I see. Lara was not going to Laura's very content, bro. Very content with Lara don't give two fucks whether you booing. Bro, you want to know how I know? Because his last 3 fights before he knocked the dude out, they were booing. They're booing. And then he knocked the dudes out. Lara don't care. As long as he keeps his belt. He doesn't care. So he's content. So that means it was up to Danny to push the action. I ain't seen none of that, bro. And I don't know if he was feeling something or he felt the power, but it's not just that fight. It's a lot of fights with Danny. But I'm glad to hear that, you know, Danny makes money outside the ring because I like Danny as his personality. I like him as a person. Hold on. Okay. Just be honest with yourself. Look at this picture and say something's off here, but okay. Look at what picture, brother? Can you be a little bit more specific? Excuses for what, bro? Let me go back to this. What are you rambling on, bro? Hold on. Oh, you want to ruffle some few feathers? Oh, sure, homie. Oh, hey, brother. Hey, you at the right place. Hold on. Here, let me lay the red carpet out for you, bro. Yeah. Go ahead. Hey, don't do a whole bunch of this, bro. Click that link and come up and talk. Yeah. Oh, you ain't gonna ruffle no feathers with me, bro. Oh, I love this shit. Come on in. Let me guess, you're not gonna click it. Let me guess. I know you guys. What does Fat Joe says? Says a lot about you guys. What up, brother?
You know, listen. You know I was coming.
What's good, brother?
You know I was coming. So look,
what's up, man? What's good?
This is the problem we got.
Oh, hold on. Hey. Hold on. Make sure your background's clear. Make sure your background's
My bad, because I dropped I had dropped something in my pocket.
How many fights?
How many fights has Canelo had this year? This year alone?
This year alone?
Yeah.
Shit. Well, it's 2024, right? Probably did he have Munguia, right? Yeah.
No, what I meant to say is sorry, that's the wrong question. Between 2023 to 24, how many fights can you count up your hands he's had?
Oh, we could just look it up. I don't want to make a pretty sure he fights twice or three times a year. Hold on.
Okay.
I know you mad about Berlanga. I told you, brother, that was gonna happen, though, brother. I told you it was gonna happen. Hold on. I know New York upset. Trust me, I know. Hold up. Okay. Okay, what was your question again?
How many fights has he had since 2023 to now?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 fights. That's 4 back-to-back, correct?
May, September, and then May and September.
So now,
matter of fact, since 2022. Now he's fought May, September for 3 years in a row.
So let me ask you this question, brother.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way you're fighting back-to-back like that. I don't give a fuck who it is, bro. Something is wrong with this man, bro. What I saw yesterday, bro.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Yeah.
First, somebody else is here. Let me get him on.
Let him in.
Hold on. I know y'all mad. Y'all mad as fuck. Hey, listen. Before y'all say anything, bro, just remember, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember, I'm from New York and I was going for Berlanga, but my mindset is different, bro. I don't make no fucking excuses. So
listen.
Just remember that.
We're not gonna make excuses.
Hold on. Before you say anything, I don't cap for nobody. I don't do none of that. Even the fucking fighters that I support, I'm hard on them. So just remember that. And hold on, let me make sure this dude's make sure that it's still him. Hold on, let me put the serial killer up on the screen. Hey, yo, you good, brother?
Me, man, it's Coach Eddie, man. What's up, bro?
I know. I saw your name. I just want to make sure because they troll. People use your name, or not just your name, but anybody's name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, go ahead, brother. You go ahead. Only truth.
I thought.
Who? Me or Eddie?
No. You. I just wanted to make sure that was Eddie before you continue.
Okay. Go ahead. So now, this is what I saw last night. Love Berlanga. He had no business in that ring with Canelo, bro. See, my problem is who's setting up this shit, bro? Who's telling these kids you can have a chance to become undisputed? You're not going to be undisputed, bro. You're going to get a fuck ton of money, but you're going to get humiliated in front of thousands of fans, bro. You're not going to get, at this point, no one's getting those 3 belts from him. I'm going to take it a step further. I think Boy is juicing, bro. I really think Boy is on some type of drugs, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
No, hey, yo, listen, bro. I'm not laughing at you like because I don't believe you. I'm laughing at you because, bro, I can hear the fucking New York in your voice.
Bro, listen to me.
I've been around you guys my whole life, brother. Listen to me, brother. From one brother to another, bro. He got his ass with, bro. Okay.
Listen. No. This is Canelo's last 5 fights. Let me tell you something, bro. I work in the medical field. There's no way you can have fights back to back and you take no damage, my brother. We're talking back to back and you're taking no damage. You're just walking through punches as if you're a fucking machine, bro. And no one sees nothing wrong with this. No one is looking at this saying, yo, something is wrong here, bro. He's fighting constantly, bro. Listen.
He lives a boxer's lifestyle, brother.
Listen, no, bro. This is what I heard, and this is all I'm gonna put out there.
Okay.
I heard dude got connections to the Mexican mafia. People are scared to say certain things, bro. Let me tell you something. I think he's been juicing since the Mayweather loss, bro. Because if you look at him, he's got more powerful. He wasn't that powerful fighting Mayweather. All of a sudden, this dude is just fucking Superman when he gets in the ring, and he's just breaking down his opponents. Everyone looks like they literally have no answer for him. And no one is beating this version of Canelo. My nigga, cut it out, bro.
I agree, I'm with you there. I hope he fights David. I'm with you on that aspect.
Yo, I don't even think Benavidez could beat him, bro. I'm being honest with you. Benavidez is not beating him, bro.
That's why I've always said I wanted David to fight him. Yeah, I'm with you there. I know you upset, bro. I know Berlanga's your guy, bro. I'm not laughing at you for that. I'm only because no. Because did I not say to you yesterday? And I'm gonna say this to you too, Coach Eddie. Did I not say to y'all what I most likely said? What was gonna happen? And I said when he does that, the people that went for Berlanga are gonna. I'm not you, brother, because this is your second time here, so I don't really know you personally. So and thank you for being back here. But Coach Eddie, you've the whole week, brother, you came out and said, I don't like Canelo. So I expect you to say whatever the fuck you're about to say right now. Go ahead.
Right. Now, I'm going to keep it 100, man. Berlanga, when he goes back and watch that fight, he's going to kick himself because he missed so many opportunities, man. I think, his inexperience, I think he showed Canelo too much respect because there were opportunities there. I don't know why in the world. It's like, let me tell you why I knew the fight was really going when he came back to the second round and I heard what his coach said to him. I said, his coach doesn't even believe he can win because the coach like, is it everything you thought it was going to be? I remember what kind of bullcrap is that?
Yeah, Mark, after the first round.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
I said, it's over with. I said, his coach don't even believe he can win.
Yeah, he said, hold on. Yeah, Coach, I remember because I was live and I said, what did he say? But to be honest with you, to be fair, I was questioning what Eddie Reynoso was saying to Canelo because I don't know, and maybe people that hear Eddie talk more can tell me in the chat, but I don't know. Did you guys see this too? Not to get off topic, but I was questioning this live. I'm like, why is Eddie saying that to Canelo? So did you guys see, like, I would see Canelo dominate Berlanga, right? In a round, and he go back to the corner and Eddie talking to him like he lost the round. He was like he's beating you with the jab and shit like that. And I'm like,
well, he was. Let me tell you something. You listen to that bullcrap commentary. That's why I hate those commentaries. They need to be fired. I would literally watch Berlanga land 4 or 5 punches and they would say absolutely nothing.
Bro,
when he came out and Berlanga was tapping with that jab, man, bam, 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 bam. Only thing I wanted Berlanga to do was, we talked about this Friday. I said Berlanga needs to back him up and put him in the ropes. And he never did that. And he sat there and he kept going to the ropes and just shelling up. I said, bro, don't you step to this guy, because when Berlanga let his hands go, he actually did pretty well.
And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why, Coach Eddie, and you ain't gonna like my answer, but it's what I told you, because you keep telling me that you don't think the man got power, and I'm trying to tell you the man got power, bro. He's not stopping these guys, but he's dropping them. He's got enough power. He's got enough power for them to be like, I ain't gonna just walk into this motherfucker, bro.
No, I didn't never say he didn't have power. I said he was a good puncher. I did say that. Now I said he was a good puncher, and he is a good puncher. I didn't say, but he's not like the type of puncher where he hits you one time and you're out cold. And those are rare. Those are rare guys that can really just knock a guy out cold with one punch. I mean, I can only think of maybe a handful off the top of my head that had that really one punch KO power. Even George Foreman never really knocked anybody out cold. He would hit them, they would get back up. So like I remember, Julian Jackson, he was a guy, he'd knock you out cold, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
As far as Canelo being able to take punches, only truth matters, he's been doing this his whole career.
Nah, bro. Nah, don't give me that shit, bro. Come on, bro. We all good. Nah, bro. Listen, over 12 rounds, bro.
What do you want?
How long? The thing about Canelo, Canelo doesn't get hit flush, man. That is not that he has a good chin.
I was about to say to him, like, I'm trying to understand, like, because you make it seem like Berlanga was like constantly landing battering shots. Like, even some of the shots he landed, Canelo rolls with punches. He's got a high guard and he's got a good chin. You got to throw all that in there, which is why I kept saying the only way Berlanga can win is a knockout. He's not going to outbox the man.
Hey, Shadow go. You know what a good chin is? The chin that don't get hit. That's a good chin. That's what Canelo has. Canelo's good at rolling shots, just like you said. You rarely see Canelo get hit flush. Even the punches that Berlanga did land, he rubberneck. Canelo's good at rubbernecking. He'll freaking turn his head and take some steam off of those punches. You know what I'm saying? And I seen times too where Canelo respected Berlanga's power because he didn't just get in there and just go open up and go all out, because I think a couple of times Berlanga got his attention with a couple of those shots. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Hold up, this kid is strong." Because the first round he said, "Yeah." Eddie Venosa said, "Yeah, I know he's strong. He's strong."
Only truth matters. Let me ask you. Let me ask you a quick question, because I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here because I encountered a handful of Berlanga. I'm not going to say Berlanga fans, but a handful of people that said that Berlanga was going to win, right? And I've been saying this the whole time, bro. I believe 80% of them, 80% of the ones that said he was going to win, they just don't like Canelo. And then I believe that there's a small percentage that really thought he was going to win. So I believe you're with that small percentage. You really thought Berlanga was going to win?
Here's the thing. No. And I'm going to tell you the truth. No. But I've always been the type of person that I go for the dogs in the back. See, this is the way I look at life. If he would have won, it would have created an upset. I always look for upsets. That's how I've been all my life.
Mm-hmm.
We can't have a storyline with the same thing happening over and over again, because at some point we have to look at this and go, okay, something may be wrong here. Why? It's like, what I don't think it was, but when I saw it yesterday, it seemed like it was quite staged. Like, go in there and fuck him up. We all know what's going to happen, but it's like, if he would have won, it's better to think about it that way. But in honest retrospect, no, I did not think Berlanga was going to win. He didn't have the experience. And this is where it comes to, this is when I'm going to ask you the next question. And I want you to answer this truthfully. Do you think Canelo has the power to be the heavyweight?
The power to beat which heavyweight?
Any heavyweight right now.
No.
No,
I don't. This power? No. I don't like a fight, or I mean, because you could throw a crappy heavyweight. I'm not gonna say crappy, but a low tier heavyweight, you could probably outbox him if you.
Listen,
power. Well, hold on, wait. But before HLD goes, I want HLD to go because I gotta use the bathroom. And HLD, when I use the bathroom, just take care of it or whatever. Look, I want to say this, bro. Where I differ with you is this. I was going for Berlanga because, okay, he's Puerto Rican, he's from New York. I was going for him, but however, what happened yesterday, I was surprised, but only in a totally different way from you. I thought he was going to get stopped early. The only thing that surprised me is that he made it through the fight. So that's where we differ. That's where we differ. But go ahead, HLD.
What's going on, guys? Yo, you got a Coach Eddie, you here, right? Hey, we got to give it up to Coach Eddie, man.
What's going on? I'm here.
Hey, man, I'm proud that he made me proud. That's all I care about. He didn't make us look like dog shit yesterday, man. He made it a fun, competitive fight. I got no complaints about the man. He earned all my respect, man, Berlanga, because I really thought he was gonna get washed like a Gotti type of style shit, like with Mayweather, that type of beating. And man, he put up a good fight. And I don't remember when's the last guy who dared to go toe to toe at times over here with Canelo, like toe to toe. And he did that a few parts in the fight. And I was like, man, this motherfucker came to fight. He came to fight.
Bro, and you're talking about this dude like he's a fucking machine. You do realize he put his socks on the same way you do.
It has nothing to do with that. Canelo's 10 times a fighter, and he beat his ass for 12 rounds. But
Canelo has four. He has 4 losses. You really want to keep it 100. He has 4 losses. The first Triple G fight.
Crawford got one in his last fight. Who else can we talk about?
We're not gonna stop it. Anyway, we talk about this. Let me tell you something about Berlanga. Yes, Berlanga is gonna, when he goes back and watch that fight, he's gonna kick himself because I'm not saying he had the opportunity to win the fight, but there were spots there where he could have pressed the action and he didn't. He should have put Canelo on the ropes. He never said that. That's why Bivol was able to beat him up. Bivol stayed active. and he was at times he would push Canelo back and
What
put
killed him
Canelo
is that
on the ropes.
he wasn't. He could have used that jab a lot more. That jab was popping Canelo's face, man.
But
He should
he
have
didn't
used
push
it
him
more.
back. HLD, check this out. I want you. I'm gonna tell you what I know the fight was. When I know they were just there. They didn't. Berlanga didn't come to win that fight. He came for respect and not to get knocked out and to put a good showing on.
How
He
is
didn't come
that,
to
man?
win.
No, that was Charlo. Charlo came to try to run around.
Man, listen, man. Listen, what I'm telling you.
I didn't see that.
Listen, man. No, you gonna let me finish. I'm gonna tell you how I know he didn't come to win. Cause when he went back to the corner, his second round, his coach said, "Was it everything you thought it was gonna be?" His coach didn't even believe he could win. His coach never said, "Hey, man, put this guy in the rope, cut the ring off, back him up, and let your hands go." He
Dude, the guy is not bro. Berlanga. No matter what, he's still Berlanga, and he's not a great fighter.
But he could back this. He was backing the dude up, man. He backed him up. He didn't let his hands go, man.
He's gonna learn from this. This is he's not that guy, man. He's just not that guy.
Hold on.
Even at the end of the fight, he said, Berlanga said, "I could have did more." He said it. He knew he could have did more.
We are gonna say that. I fucked the shit out of my girl yesterday, and I still think I could have done more.
He didn't let his hands go, man. If he would have let his hands go, it would have been a much closer, tighter fight.
When he did in that third round, he got cracked. He knows what's up.
No, actually, he got hit because he wasn't punching. He was sitting there waiting. Like I tell people in the gym. Stop, bro. Hold on. Be quiet. Hold on for a second, man. Respectfully. When he got knocked down, he was sitting there for about 5 or 10 seconds in a high guard, not doing a goddamn thing. He would have let his hands go. He wouldn't have got dropped
when he got cracked.
No, he didn't. He had to figure out a high guard, man.
Man. He threw when he got cracked.
No, he didn't, man. Listen, Canelo fainted him out of position. Go ahead. Go ahead. You talk, and then because you don't want to listen to nobody.
No, Shadow can tell you what happened.
I'm trying to tell you what happened.
Hold on, let me say this. Henry Cruz. Nobody said Berlanga sold out, bro. Nobody said that.
Hell no, man. The kid came to fight, bro.
He came to fight.
He was willing to go out on his shield. I'm okay with what I saw.
He's surprised.
He did not come to win, bro. He came to put on a good showing. He didn't come to win, man.
Nah,
he didn't come to win.
Coach Eddie, hold on, wait. You're saying that you think he wasn't trying to win? No, I doubt that. He just didn't.
He did not come to win, bro. I'm telling you, he didn't come to win.
Went toe to toe with Canelo the way that kid did at times in that.
Man, this man had this
Triple G.
Okay, you talk and then let me know when I can talk.
Hey, man, I'm about to start muting people, bro. Let's stop this shit, please, bro. I'll say something and then Coach Eddie, you can go. Let me just say this, bro. If you think that he didn't come to win, fine. But let me tell you what I've been saying the whole time. He shouldn't have fought Canelo yet. He's too green. I don't blame Canelo for picking him for what he had at the time. This was his best choice that was going to sell. Okay. And as far as Berlanga goes, I told you, even Canelo's light touches, a rocky field that is better than most people on Berlanga's resume. He doesn't have the ring IQ. He doesn't have the experience to beat Canelo. So therefore, he can only do so much, bro. He was frustrated and even trying to fight dirty. So when you saying he wasn't trying to win, bro, he's trying to win. He's frustrated.
Canelo was out of character. Canelo's out of character. Berlanga, I think, did as good, if not better, than Munguia did. Can't take that away from him.
How many rounds you gave him? I didn't give him. I
didn't give him a damn round, bro.
Yeah,
I gave him like 2 rounds, man.
I mean, be honest, bro. It was hard to be scoring the fight without the.
Well, thank you, HLD, because I'm watching people say they gave him like 4 or 5 rounds. I'm like, what rounds are those?
No, man.
I gave him 2 rounds. I gave him 2 rounds.
I can see 2 rounds, like Coach Eddie is saying. I think that not that I scored the fight. It was just too much of a crowd, and he just watching the fight. That's for what it is, and I don't care, man. Hey, the kid did me proud. That's all I gotta say. You earned my respect. I'm
gonna say the rounds that I gave Canelo were Berlanga were the rounds that Canelo took off. Canelo took the rounds off, and Berlanga was able to pick it up.
I could see that.
He won the round. He won those rounds off of the jab because he was landing some nice jabs on Canelo.
There were some nice jabs, and I'm like, Keep on popping him with that shit. I think his best punches ever was the jab and the 1-2s. The jab and the 1-2s.
You want to
That
know
was
why?
fucking up Canelo.
HOD, you know why he was hesitant, because and this is what I think, like, when people I think you guys could see this though. When you get dropped early in the fight, Munguia got dropped early. Berlanga got dropped early. When you get dropped early in the fight, now you're fucking on guard. Like, you think twice about being so offensive.
I thought he was gonna do a Charlo after that drop, and that's not what he did. He didn't turn into a bitch running around.
No, he didn't.
He didn't.
Charlo didn't have the power to beat him, bro. Charlo just didn't have the power. And
Man,
Charlo's a great boxer.
Charlo got cracked, and that was it.
Well, cuz, you gotta listen to me. You gotta understand something. This is what I keep trying to explain to people. The niggas on drugs, bro. Like, there's nothing else. You like, the dude is on roids, my nigga. Like, there's no way it is powerful, bro.
I wanna make a point real quick, and I'm gonna put it like this. I know when he got dropped early, I know that put something in his head. So to me, like I said, when Berlanga goes back and watch that fight, he's going to see opportunities that he missed. He's going to see where he had when he had Canelo close to the ropes, instead of jabbing him and putting his back on the ropes, and then let your hands go, because his punches aren't going to be powerful when his back is up against the rope. He had opportunity to do that, and he didn't do it.
To Scooby. So you're gonna tell me Crawford's not on roids? Here's the thing: the older these guys get, I don't see regression for some reason. So again, I don't know. I truly don't know. But Crawford is more athletic than Canelo. So Crawford's athleticism is what he relies on. That's why he beat Madrimov the way he did, because of his athleticism.
You saw him beat him how the way he did. It was the most boring fight of the year as a main event.
Say it again?
That was a boring ass fight. What athleticism did you see?
Okay.
I'm still waiting on somebody to tell me what did Crawford do in the first 5 rounds to win any rounds against the champion. I'm just still waiting on that.
I'm with you.
I'm just saying that was I'm not saying that Madrimov beat his ass, but I'm saying he won the fight to me over Crawford. Crawford didn't do shit.
This dude fainted more. This dude fainted more than he punched. He fainted more than he punched.
He did. He did.
That man fainted more than he punched, man.
Man, you guys hate Canelo, bro. For real. Just say it.
Who hate Canelo?
No, not Coach Eddie. You hate him, bro. You don't give.
Here's the thing with Canelo,
you don't give that man. You don't give that man fucking props for anything, Coach.
But listen,
I ain't giving no props for that, John. He's a cherry pick, bro.
What credit? Listen, what credit can you give him? What credit can you give him?
No, it's
a minus 1,800. A minus 1,800. He's supposed to get credit for that.
Hold on a second. Hey, hold on. Wait, Shelton. I'm adding you, brother. I'm not seeing you on the screen though. Come back out and come back in, Shelton.
It was an overperformance of my expectations from Berlanga, and I expected Canelo to have done a lot more last night. I did, but like I said, the kid showed me heart, showed me guts. He wasn't intimidated. He like, fuck you in the man. I loved it. His swag of wanting to be up in his grills and shit like he was doing, that was not fake. That's him. Now,
I want to say that Jaime Munguia was actually trying to win that fight, because the reason why I say that, because he was actually throwing punches. Jaime Munguia throwed a whole lot more punches than Edgar did.
Look at the punch.
He throwed a whole lot more punches than Edgar did.
Let's look at the punch stats. Let's look at
it. Let me look it up. Jaime Munguia threw probably over 150 more punches than Edgar Berlanga did. Edgar Berlanga played the defense, bro. Edgar Berlanga was defensive.
Hey Shelton, can you because your signal's messed up. Can you talk?
He's frozen, I think, right there.
Yeah, he's frozen.
All right, so I got the punch stats here. Let's see what we got. So let's see here.
Munguia was disgusting, bro.
Let's see here. This fight,
he was trying to win, though. He was trying to win, man.
You gotta unmute your mic, Shelton.
Alvarez threw 464 punches to Berlanga's 446.
All right,
That was the output of the fight. Canelo landed 201. Berlanga landed 119. Let's see what Munguia had. And Munguia was carried, bro. He was carried in that fight. Canelo didn't have to carry Berlanga.
Hey man, look, check it out. If you don't have
Berlanga had good. Berlanga had good defense
Berlanga
that
after
fight.
that
He
fight.
had good defense.
If you don't have no respect for Berlanga after that fight, if you don't have no respect for Berlanga after that fight, man, something wrong with you, man. That kid stood in there and took them shots. Canelo was hitting that man with everything but the kitchen sink.
Bro,
that man stood
He
in
threw
there.
the whole house at him.
You gotta
50% power shots. 50%, Shelton. 50% power shots
He was
landed.
hitting that man with everything but the kitchen sink. And Shadow Ghost, you know, I shit on Berlanga all the time. But last night, Berlanga earned my respect. He earned my respect. Now, he didn't have the skill to win. I knew he wasn't going to win.
Hey,
you know what
Hey, Shelton, you know when he really earned my respect, bro? When he got dropped, right? And Canelo was beating that ass. And at the end of the round, Berlanga looked at Canelo like, yeah, you got more of that coming.
Yeah, exactly. That dude, he didn't have the skill to be in there with Canelo. We knew that. But he showed heart, and I want to see him fight anybody because that dude is a tough out for anybody.
Hey, I want to see him fight Caleb. I want to see him fight
I want to see Caleb fight next, too.
Caleb playing ain't shit. For what? He's going to get knocked out.
Because there's nothing else.
But Berlanga's going to knock Caleb. He's going to knock Caleb Plant out.
They got beef. It's a good fight, bro.
Let me tell you something about Caleb Plant. Let me tell you something about Caleb Plant, bro. If you go in there sleeping on Caleb Plant, you will get your ass whooped.
Man, Caleb Plant almost got knocked out by that. He almost got knocked out by a caveman last night.
McCombie got power.
Hey, Caleb Plant underestimated Caveman. Caveman can fight. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all talking about. Caveman can fight, and I want to see him again.
Caveman.
I got Berlanga over Caleb after last night.
I got Berlanga knocking out Caleb Plant.
I do too, man.
I want to see my boy. I want to see my boy Edgar fight the William Skoll cat for that belt, man. I ain't going to lie to you. The William Skoll dude need to give up that belt because he's a fucking nobody.
That's a good fight.
I don't know who he is.
That is a good fight.
Who the fuck he is.
And Pacheco's on his way, man. Somebody's gonna have to fight this kid, Pacheco.
And, oh yeah, that too. Hey, thanks, Henry. That was a point I was gonna make before everybody hopped on. And another thing that I gave Berlanga respect, he made no excuses, bro. No excuses.
He afterwards. He mended all the bullshit he said at the end of the fight, and I appreciated that from him.
I got a newfound respect for him, and I admit when I was hard on Berlanga. I admit that, but everything else, as far as like the skills go and everything, I just knew there was such a but that's
right,
given.
exactly.
Given, you know.
Hey, all you gotta do is listen how the crowd was towards Berlanga, like in the weigh-ins and before the fight, and listen to that Mexican crowd at the end of the fight. They respected the man. He earned that respect, and he earned mine. I was the first one tweeting out whatever. Yo, mad respect. You made me eat my motherfucking words. You represented us.
And that's what he was. That's what he was fighting for. He was fighting for respect. He wasn't fighting
bro,
to win last night.
bro.
I'm telling you, he wasn't fighting to win, bro.
Hey,
he was not fighting to win last night, bro.
Hey, let me ask Shelton. Hey, Shelton.
Yeah.
Shelton.
Yes.
Do you think Berlanga was trying to win? And before you answer that, I'm gonna say this: I think he was trying to win because anybody that tries to fight dirty is trying to win, in my opinion.
He was trying to win. Edgar Berlanga came into that fight last night trying to win that fight, and he tried for 12 rounds to win that fight. He just was not skilled enough to pull it off.
I'm trying to explain to y'all.
Hey, Shelton, when's the last time you seen anybody try to go toe-to-toe with Canelo?
Bro, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to beat a man on
Jaime Munguia was way more offensive than he was. Jaime Munguia throwed a lot more punches than Berlanga did. A ton more punches.
Yeah, he did.
Jaime Munguia, hold on. Jaime Munguia is a more active puncher than Edgar Berlanga. That's been proven. He's done that his whole career. He throws a bunch of punches. He just don't have no defense. That's Jaime Munguia's problem.
And no
He
power.
throws a million punches in every fight. Every fight, he throws a million punches. He just don't have no defense. But Edgar Berlanga was trying to win that goddamn fight.
Hold on. Let me make a point, and that's my point. Jaime Munguia did not change who he was. Berlanga did. Berlanga turned into a defensive fighter when he's known to be an offensive juggernaut.
Well, you gotta
that's
be
why I say he didn't. And that's why I say, he was not trying to win that fight. He was fighting for respect. He wasn't trying to win that fight.
Every punch.
Listen.
He was hurt with every punch after the fourth round, and he continues to fight. You have to respect that. You have to respect
that man had the earmuffs on, bro. He wasn't trying to win, man.
Most dudes that was hit like that would have quit. That dude kept fighting. Canelo was different last night. You can't tell me.
Did John Ryder quit? Did John Ryder quit? No.
Yeah, John Ryder
didn't quit. Did Caleb Smith quit? No, he didn't.
He got beat
because he had knocked out anybody in his last 6 fights. Those guys didn't quit. Come on, man. Keep it 100, bro.
You can't take nothing away. I don't care what you say. You can't take nothing away from Jaime Munguia from last night. Jaime Munguia earned my respect. He earned everybody in the boxing world's respect.
All I'm saying is, in my opinion, he didn't try to win that fight. He was fighting for respect. Because at the end of the fight, he's like, "Oh, you're my idol. Thanks for the opportunity." All that goddamn crap he was talking was his idol. Trying to sell the fight. Man, bro, he did not try to win that fight, man. He did not try to win. He did not try to win that fight.
He's not trying to continue no Mexican beef, bro, because that's not really how we really about. That's why I was disappointed in some of the shit he was saying, and he mended it yesterday. With all due respect to the Mexican people and to the man that he has the utmost respect. Hey, all of these guys, bro, you see him coming China with his tail between his legs like Charlo because he's happy getting a paycheck. Oh, that's Canelo. And not trying to be a bitch about it. He wasn't doing that.
Hold on. You want to talk about somebody who didn't want to win the fight? If you want to talk about somebody who didn't want to win the fight,
Charlo ran like a coward. Exactly. I agree with that. 100%. Munguia throws 663 punches. I told you he threw over 200 more punches than Edgar Berlanga did.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you something. Hold on, stylistically, that's how Munguia fights, bro.
And Munguia fights. Canelo turned Edgar Berlanga into a defensive guy. He was very defensive. There were opportunities there. There were opportunities there.
Munguia for the second half of the fight because he was trying to crack him and he was getting his ass beat to the point that he was carrying him, holding him up through his neck, bro, because he was gonna fall on his face. I mean,
Canelo eased up on Munguia. He eased up on Munguia after the 8th round.
That's your opinion, just like I got an opinion.
Munguia was gonna land on his face, and Canelo put his glove right on his neck to hold him up.
Yeah, that's your opinion, just like I got an opinion. My opinion is Berlanga didn't come to win that fight.
Yo, nobody convincing Coach Eddie. He believes the earth is flat, bro. Ain't nobody gonna change that.
Berlanga did not come to win that fight, man. I'm telling you, he did not come to win.
Hey, Shelby, what's up?
Have we shit on Danny Garcia yet? Have we shit on Danny Garcia yet?
I felt sorry for Danny Garcia.
Hey, I said this yesterday. Let me say this, and then I'll let you go. When it came to Danny, I said, look, what's disappointing is number one is that, in my opinion, right, and I've always kept it real with Danny. Ever since he left 140, the 147 and beyond, every fight I've seen him in, I've always. After the fight, I've walked away, in my opinion, in my head, thinking he could have did more, and he was just content with the Spence fight. The Spence fight, if for example, he went all crazy the last half of the round. You could have did that rounds before. It's like every time I see Danny fight, I'm like, I get this feeling like, bro, you didn't leave everything in the ring, bro. You didn't leave everything in the ring.
Danny's got issues, guys. Danny's got emotional, mental issues, bro. And
Danny don't want to no more HLD.
No,
Danny don't want to fight no more.
He's checked out and And I felt sorry for him, bro, because what I saw was a man that was defeated. He was defeated, and he's got, I don't know what demons he may have inside of him, but he's got issues, man. And I hope he retires, and I hope he takes care of his business within himself.
No more, because the shot he got dropped with was not a hard shot.
No,
Danny just don't want to fight no more.
And I think, you know, at first I thought, why did his father stop the fight? But now when I'm looking at it and how we're talking about it, I could see why his father stopped the fight.
His dad knows more than we do, man.
Right, his father knows. His father knows and was probably like, yeah.
My son is hurting now inside, and I can't have him go. No, and I'm glad he did the right thing. I'm glad he did the right thing, because he was just gonna get hurt. You know, hopefully he retires, and
we've seen Danny take way harder shots than that. We've seen Danny take way harder shots than that. Danny didn't want to fight.
Maybe he's got problems, man. Like I said, you know, boxing, you don't go unscathed, man. These big shots, they fuck you up in the head, man.
Yeah, hey, Shadow, you remember when I kept saying that Friday, that Danny Garcia is gonna get knocked out? I remember I kept saying that.
Yeah, I think you said that.
I knew he wasn't right in the head, man. Plus, I knew Lara can punch. Lara's a boring fighter, but he does have some thump on him. I just felt like
after that last fight, remember that he was, crying in the ring with his dad, and I'm like, I didn't want to try to get too much into it, but now you take that and what we saw yesterday, and I'm like, yeah, this guy is checked out, man.
And the fact that Angel just had a stroke, it's a lot going on with Danny.
Who had a stroke?
Angel did. Oh, okay.
Oh, his dad had a stroke?
That's what he just said.
Oh, that's why he did look different yesterday.
Major stroke. He had a major stroke. Bro. He had a real bad stroke.
Yeah, man. It's time to hang it up, enjoy the family, man, and just that's it, man. That's it for him. Hopefully that's it. Yo, but no, they gave Cool Boy that gift yesterday, huh?
Hey, man. In a way, man. Listen.
No,
in a way, took a lot out of Cool Boy.
He earned that fight.
Yo, man, Cool Boy lost that fight, bro.
He earned it, but in a way, took a lot out of Cool Boy, bro. He took a lot out of him.
He chinny. I don't think he won that fight yesterday, man.
I thought he won. I thought he won the fight. I thought he won. I thought Cool Boy won.
It was close.
I'm not mad at it, but I don't think it was a clean win.
I thought he lost the fight, to be honest, man. I'm keeping it 100.
Yeah, that's
I like Cool Boy. I thought he lost. I was pulling for Cool Boy. I like Cool Boy, but I thought he lost that fight, man. I mean, the reason why I thought he lost him, for one thing, I thought he got outworked. For one, he got dropped and he got outworked. I mean, the dude threw like 170 more punches than he did, and he landed the same amount, and he got dropped. So I'm like, bro, you got outworked, you got dropped, and you landed the same amount of punches. How the heck did you win? Well, you know what I'm saying? He got out hustled. I thought Cool Boy got out hustled, man.
Because Cool Boy's punches were cleaner and they were more effective. That's how he won the fight. And that's one of the major criteria in boxing scoring: clean, effective.
The other guy wasn't landing cleaner shots, but when he did land, he was landing more damage. But Fulton was landing more often and more effectively, in my opinion. So that's how I think
Cool Boy had a lot. I think he has a lot of holes in his game, man. His defense, to be honest, the defense is trash. To be honest, man,
he's gonna get eaten up by the real dogs in the division.
His defense is suspect, man. He got a lot of holes. He got to tighten up a lot of stuff. I'm gonna tell you another reason why I think he don't have punching power. A lot of guys, when they holding these mitts and hitting these pads, they're not making the guys punch through the target. They're meeting the guys.
Well,
so they give him a false sense.
He got 22
security. Hey, real quick. I'm gonna say something. Hey, I'm gonna say something controversial, and I don't know if people see this, but I when I was watching Cool Boy yesterday, and I realized that Bozy was training him, I'm like, I think Bozy tries to train because he trains. Doesn't he train the other guy, Andy? Cruz?
Andy Cruz.
Okay. Yeah. It seems like he tries to it seems like he tries to train all his guys to fight the same, like Boots, and I don't think that's
like Derrick James, just like Derrick James, right?
Exactly. And so instead of taking the fighter's attributes and building them around that, he tries to fight them all one way. Like you're all gonna fight like this, and you can't do that. You got to use their attributes, bro. If Andy Cruz is a fast fighter that's in and out, then that's how you build off that. If Cool Boy Steph likes to circle around and stuff like that, why are you making him fight like on like an inside phone booth? Like, why are you doing that? Like, it's just, I don't know. I'm not saying he's not a good trainer. What I'm saying is it just seems like everybody he trains, he's trying to fight. They're all trying to fight like
you can do copy and paste.
And I like Boots, and sometimes I feel like the way Boots fights, I feel like Boots and I like Boots. I've always liked Boots. I feel like he tries to do too much instead of sticking to something. Like, there's no problem with adapting, but I feel like he's like all over the place. Like 1 second he's on the outside, then he's on the inside. It's like almost like he's not. It's like, and I feel I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it differently, but I just know that Bozy, like ever since they've been training with him, they all fight similar.
Mm-hmm. And can we, after yesterday, can we take all the mustard off of Boots beating Roman Villa after we saw Roman Villa get knocked out by some unknown dude from Mexico?
Oh, hold on a second. I'll say this, though. I am a firm believer that when a fighter takes a certain loss, some of them can't recover. Hence, when Vargas lost to Trinidad, hence Rolly gets knocked out by a tank. I just feel like when certain dudes get knocked out, I'm not saying that happens to everybody, but sometimes they can't recover and their chin is permanently either their chin or their pride or a mixture of both. Now they're scared to engage.
Just like Roy Jones, man.
I told you, Shadow. I told you, Shadow, a year ago when Boots beat Roman Villa that Roman Villa was trash.
Oh, I don't remember, but if you did, okay.
But real quick on since we mentioned
garbage.
I saw some improvements out of Rolly yesterday, man. I saw improvements.
Garbage.
He's garbage, but I saw improvements.
Hey, I wish he gets in the ring.
If he gets in the ring with anybody at the top of 140, he gets demolished.
I think he needs to stick with.
Good fight for him. You know, it's a good fight for him. Devin Haney. It's a good fight for both of them.
Devin Haney runs circles around Rolly Romero.
He might have a shot, maybe, but I think Haney will just outbox him. He's garbage.
You know why I want to see that, though? You know why I want to see that? Because I want to see how Devin fights now that he's been like that, because he's going to be hesitant about getting clipped too. So it's good.
That's true. That's true, Shadow. That's true.
Yo, but Devin Haney's retired, bro. You heard what Eddie Hearn said. He said he's worth $1 million and he wants $4 million.
Oh, really? He said that? He said, oh, okay.
Yeah, he said he needs to take $1 million fight, but he's asking too much money. He's asking for $4 million.
And Devin Haney, let me tell you something. Devin Haney is, I'm actually, in a way, I'm starting to feel a little bit bad for Devin because, I watched the UFC yesterday too. And, Ryan Garcia was at that fight and he was with John Jones. And after the fights are over, they go on Twitter and there's these channels from the UFC. They show you the reactions of people tweeting, right? And O'Malley lost his belt yesterday. And at one point before O'Malley lost and before Devin fought Ryan, O'Malley was trying to do this Conor McGregor Mayweather crossover. He wanted to fight with Tank or Devin when Devin was a champion. So they kind of were talking shit to each other. They were talking shit to each other.
That's out the door.
So yesterday when O'Malley lost, Devin went on Twitter and said something like, "Oh, O'Malley's trash ass lost," and the way he said it, I'm looking at him like, Devin, you shouldn't be saying nothing to anybody, bro. You really, after a whipping like that, regardless whether you think Ryan took it doesn't matter. People remember you getting your ass whooped, bro.
Oh man, after taking an L at the carnival ride over there, bro, he needs to be quiet.
Well, look, man, David Shilley, that dude is trouble for anybody in the UFC. That dude is a wrestling.
He's a phenom, bro. That guy is on another level of
machine. That's wrestling is just, you can't do nothing with that. You can't keep that guy off you. You can't keep him off you. You know what I'm saying? Now, Sean O'Malley standing up fighting with a Devin, he loses. Standing up fighting with Orion, he loses. He's not a boxer. He's not a boxer.
Bro, he's gonna lose to anybody in boxing, bro.
He's not a boxer. And Dervishili, he should never want to fight that guy again because he has no system to beat that guy. He's no way he can beat him.
You know what? I want to make a quick reference to our good buddy Ryan Garcia. This is kind of goes to show to the society that we live in. When you're popular and people like you, you can get away with anything. When people don't like you, you can't get away with nothing. This dude Ryan Garcia went on this racist tyrant. He went in and kicked in his baby mama's door, destroyed the apartment. Where all the goddamn domestic violence people at? He went in on the LGBT community. This dude done basically offended
I'm okay with
all the protected classes. He's winning on every last one of them, and he's still popular. Now, if they didn't like him, he would have had to go. If they didn't like him, they would have went in. They would have treated him.
What are you talking about?
They would have treated him like they did Kevin Hart, made him go on a national apology tour. This dude literally went in and destroyed.
But this is boxing. Where has boxing been politically correct with all these assholes, man? Look at Mike Tyson, bro. What the hell are we talking about?
Yeah, Garcia is part of
Mike Tyson is popular though.
What are you saying?
He's popular.
What I'm saying, this is boxing. Boxing's always been the opposite of anything politically correct.
Man, in today's society, man, you can't do anything. I mean, look what they do to the NFL player or the NBA player. They get in trouble. They drag them all over the news.
They work for the man at the NFL. When you're a boxer, you work for yourself.
Speaking of that, fellas, you know somebody took shots at Trump at the golf course today.
Yeah, I was watching that earlier.
What do you mean shot? Like somebody shot at him with a gun?
Yeah, second attempt, man. They found the AK.
Are you serious?
They found the AR. Yes. The AR. They got the car surrounded, and I don't know after that. They haven't said much. But he got tackled at the golf course.
Hold on 1 second. I'm glad I got you on here, Shelton. Hey, let me ask you a question, bro, because I was talking about this yesterday. This shit is so funny because we were talking about how Berlanga was so massive, right? And this is before he got in the ring. And I forgot, like somebody came on my live and was like, well, look how big he is. Like, of course he's gonna fight or something like that. And I said, well, that shit don't mean nothing. And I'm gonna tell you why I said that. But let me ask you a question. You're a veteran like me. When you when you went into the military, did you have to do 2 swear-ins? The first one is like an artificial one almost, and then you get a date, and then the second one is the actual one, and then you go, or have they changed it? Is that how it was? That's how it was. You
swear in at the recruiter's office, and then you do another swear in with everybody at the Met station.
Okay, so let me tell you this real quick, and this is funny because somebody was like, "Well, look how big he is, and this and that," and I'm like, "No. Let me tell you," and I swear to you, bro, this shit, hey, hold on, somebody's got some background noise. Is that HOD or something? I don't know if you eating something or
like eating some chips or something, man.
Yeah. So look, man, this shit, I will never forget this, bro. So we had to do 2 swear-ins. I was living at Job Corps, and we did a first swear-in, and then you get a second one. And the swear-in when you do the second time is when you leave for the military. But when you do after you do the second one, you can't leave. Like that's it. You're property of the government. But if you take the first swear-in, you could still back out, right? So check this out, Shelton.
They need to have the same rules for marriages, bro.
Right. So hold on. So check this out, right? So I was at Job Corps, and this recruiter, me and this guy was gonna go to the military, and we did the first swearing. Then the date came where we were gonna leave for the military, and we stayed at the hotels. The next morning, we're gonna go do our swearing with other soldiers, and we're gonna head off the basic training, right? So we're there, we're inside. Now I'm in the hotel with this cock diesel motherfucker. This motherfucker was huge, bro. I was tiny, bro. I'm laying down about to go to bed, and he goes, "Hey man, well, your cousin's in the military, right?" Because my cousin Lara was in the military at the time. I'm like, yeah. He's like, "Can you get her on the phone?" I'm like, "For what? You don't even know her, right?" He's like, "I just want to ask a question." So he gets her on the phone, and he's asking her all these questions and shit like that. He's like, "Do you think I'll get deployed and this and that?" And she's like, "Well, what's your MOS?" And he says, "You know, artillery." So she's like, yeah, you're probably going to get deployed because we're at a time of war. They hang up the phone and shit. I'm about to go to bed. I wake. He says to me, "I don't know if I can do this, man. Well, this and that. Like, are you really gonna go?" And I'm like, "Bro, listen. Listen. Both my parents are dead. I ain't going back to the hood. I'm going to the military. Do you got a family? You can go back, big guy." I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. This motherfucker was gone, bro. And that's why I say, that's why it don't matter how big you are, it don't matter how big you look. That shit, I've seen the biggest motherfuckers turn to pussies, bro. That motherfucker was gone, bro. And this dude, I would have never thought. I'm like, well, like that's what I mean. Like,
hey,
size
let me tell you something, man.
Size don't mean shit,
it's an old saying, fellas. And HLD, you old like me, so you heard this saying before. It ain't about the size of the dog in the fight. It's about the size of the fight in the dog.
I remember that.
So that's why.
Hence, Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez.
When I saw Berlanga, I was like, I still got to see it, bro, because a lot of people are big and a lot of people got big advantages. That don't mean they got the heart and everything like that. And let me tell you something: if Berlanga was more seasoned, this might be the best thing that ever happened to Berlanga, bro.
He's gonna learn a lot from this fight, bro. He's gonna learn a lot. It depends on what he puts in.
Let me ask you this, Shadow. What was the best thing that ever happened to Canelo Alvarez?
Losing to Floyd.
Getting his ass kicked by Mayweather. Yes.
Was it an ass kicking or out boxing? I ain't seen no ass kicking.
He got his ass mollywopped. He didn't win a round.
Yeah, but it was an ass kicking. He just got outboxed.
Who? He got mollywopped.
Canelo by Mayweather.
He got schooled. He got mollywopped. He got his ass whooped. And that was the best thing that could happen to him because he learned from it. He learned.
My man said, hence Crawford, bro. Crawford will not get up from that fucking punch that Berlanga got cracked on. He will not be getting up.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up.
Crawford wouldn't get hit by that punch.
Nah, you know what?
He got hit by Madrimov. He's going to get hit by Canelo.
I want to see that fight now. At first I didn't want to see Canelo. Now, because I keep seeing people say Crawford. Okay. Put Crawford up against Canelo. Go ahead, bro.
I don't think what Crawford's doing is genuine.
Hey, they asked Canelo. They asked Canelo yesterday about that, and he said no comment. But I think it was in regards to Turk Al-Sheikh. Because Turk poured on that.
Here's the thing, Shadow. Here's the thing, Shadow. The problem I have with that fight for Bud is the fact that we all know Bud's mentality. Bud is gonna come in boxing. Bud is gonna move. He's gonna do what he needs to do. But when he gets hit, Bud is not going to run. He's going to try to stand and fight.
Oh, yeah.
And that might be his detriment.
He's going to get knocked out, bro. I don't care what anybody say. He's getting his neck broken. If Madrimov was able to crack on him, Canelo's going to land on him.
I don't know about that, but I do know that Canelo has the ability to stop him because Canelo hits hard. He hits hard.
That punch that Berlanga got dropped on, I do not see Crawford recovering.
Most people would have been knocked out, bro. That was a bad shot.
Yeah,
bro.
I don't see, but see, that's the thing. I'm with my man on this. I don't see Crawford getting hit with a shot like that. Crawford's too defensively responsible to get hit like that.
He got hit by Madrimov like that. What are we talking about?
Because he
was
didn't
right all night long.
He didn't respect his power.
He got to get by his daddy turkey. That's what happened.
He getting
the only reason Berlanga got clipped.
I hate it when you go on these one-sided rants, bro. Come on, you gotta stop that shit, bro.
Well, you gotta since you're the Crawford man, tell me what Crawford did in the first 5 rounds versus Madrimov to win any of them.
Nothing.
He didn't have to do anything because Madrimov, all he did was faint. He didn't do a goddamn thing.
He didn't win any of those rounds. My point.
So you got to give it to somebody.
Let me ask you this. Okay, but let me ask you this: what did he do in the last 7 rounds?
He won maybe 4, 11, 12, and I think a couple in the middle of those.
Yeah, Crawford did what he had to do at the end of that fight, though. He turned it up. He won.
I think if I remember, it was 11 and 12 that I gave him. And then maybe another one in between of that.
How could you give Madrimov any round? This dude literally did nothing the first 4 rounds. He sit there. This dude literally fainted. Go back and count how many times he fainted. He fainted more than he threw.
He did more than Crawford. That's all I got to say.
Then Crawford won that fight.
I'm with Shadow on this, though. I'm with Shadow Ghost on this. Now I want to see it.
Yeah,
now I want to see it.
I just know that Crawford is not doing it for no damn legacy. He's doing it because it's the nice payday to get the fuck out of this game. It's not no legacy fight. He don't care if he loses that fight.
As he should, HLD. As he should. Why not?
Nah, I'm done with that. Let him starve. Go fight the animals at 154.
Well, hold on.
Same thing Canelo doing. Fighting goddamn setup fight.
Hold on. He's far from starving, bro. He's far from starving, bro.
HOD, this is where I kind of like, as far as like, when I see what happened with Jermell, right? I think this is what I think. I think Jermell really thought that he had a chance with Canelo, and then when he felt the power, he was like, "Let me just survive," right? But I feel like with Crawford, yeah, he's doing it as for a payout or whatever. But I feel like Crawford's mentality is different. I feel like if he gets clipped or if anything happens, he's gonna Crawford's got that switch he turns on.
I'm not against the fight. Let it happen if it happens.
I'm telling you. I've always said about Crawford, I feel like he's got this switch that he turns on, and even if he's in there for the money,
man, he's gonna turn him into a chihuahua that night, bro.
If he clips him, Crawford's gonna fight back. He's not gonna do.
There ain't no fighting back. If he clips him, he's out. If Canelo clips him, he's done. He's not no meat machine. He's not a Gamboa. Canelo's gonna put him out.
Canelo ain't knocked nobody out in 2 years, bro.
Yeah, against 200 pounders.
I mean, I don't even think he's gonna fight again unless it's Canelo. So I mean, it's actually kind of pointless because I think
what Canelo's doing, he's playing the chess game. He's gonna see what's gonna happen with the Better Beef Bivol fight, and then make a decision based on that, on what's next. Could it be Crawford? Maybe, or could it be undisputed at 175?
If Bivol wins, he'll take that fight. If Better Beef wins, he won't take that fight.
Both of y'all. Let me tell both of y'all something. It don't matter who fucking wins. He's not fighting either one of them motherfuckers.
I do.
Either one of them.
I do. I believe. I've always said that. That's his angle.
This is what I think. This is honestly after last night. This is what I think, bro. And I could be wrong, but I feel like Canelo is waiting to see. Hey, somebody's got a lot of background noise or something. Somebody's doing something.
There's somebody's hammering.
That's me.
I was about to say you dragging a body or something. Hey, I feel like he's waiting to see who's gonna offer him that huge $100 million, whether it's David, whether it's Crawford. I think he's just doing all this to see so somebody gets desperate and offers all that money. I honestly feel like if they offer him $100 million, he'll fight David. I feel like he's doing all that just to get that huge, because I think he knows David will be a fight, and he's like, "Fuck it, you gonna pay me, bro?"
David, he's not fighting David, bro.
I'm just saying in the future, because you're talking about 175, so he's gonna wait for.
He's only gonna go to 175 for undisputed. That's what he's gonna go for. So if he gets undisputed at 175, that's cements.
But isn't David waiting to fight the winner of Bivol?
If Canelo goes to 175, everybody got to go on the back of the line. If Canelo goes to 175, everybody on the back of the line.
If he fights any of those guys, he's getting knocked out.
That's his. I don't have a problem with that. I don't care if he gets knocked out.
Who, David?
Let me tell you something.
Canelo, if he fights Better Beef, he's getting knocked out, man. If he fights Better Beef, he's getting knocked out, man.
He never beats Bivol. First of all, let's get that out the way. There's nothing he can do to beat Bivol. If Beterbiev beats Bivol, he's definitely not fighting him. Because he had a chance to fight Beterbiev when he beat that. He's not fighting.
Yeah, but this is undisputed, bro. This is a one-shot deal to become undisputed at 175.
He knows the outcome, HLB. He's not fighting those guys. He's not.
Canelo like the easy fight for the most money. He's not fighting that killer, man. Canelo can fight another ham sandwich and make $40 million.
He's like Crawford, fighting 10 fighters.
He'll fight Bud Crawford before he fights either one of those guys, and that
might be a possibility. I won't say no to that. But I think it's going to be one of those two. Those are the two options because I don't think there's nothing else at 168 right now. It's Crawford at 168. Or undisputed at 175.
Well, if he goes up to 175, he gonna get mollywopped. He ain't beating either one of them.
But that's okay. I mean, nobody. I don't care if he does. It's like me asking if I care if Chios may lose against Crawford. Put him against him. Show me.
Yeah, I'm with you. I want to see the fight anyway. I don't care who.
Show me. I mean, I mean, I saw yesterday, man. I saw Tio smack Crawford's hand, and he didn't do shit.
That's what you didn't see, bro.
Tio smack Crawford. Oh, you didn't see the scuffle?
No, let me see. Oh, it's gotta be on camera. Hold on.
Yeah, it's on there, bro. Crawford tried to point his fingers at Tio right in his face, and then Tio smacked his hand.
And Tio it's
the first time I've ever seen Crawford not go the next level in one of these little, scuffles.
If Tio gets in there with Crawford, he's going to sleep.
Crawford's never fought anybody like Tio with that weak ass resume.
Tio's going to sleep, man.
Tio fought Steve Claggett. Tio ain't shit.
And your man fought Madrimov, 10-win fighter.
Madrimov was the champion. Was Steve Claggett the champion?
Champion of what? Who did he beat? Who did Madrimov beat?
He went life and death with Steve Claggett.
But he didn't do life and death. He landed a career high punches in that fight.
Oh, Tio, hold on. Tio did swipe at Bud. Hold on, I got it right here.
Yeah, if you listen to it, you can hear the smack that Tio landed on his head too.
Oh, he did swipe at Bud.
Tio can't even beat Devin Haney or beat Tio, man. I ain't got no faith in Tio.
When it comes to Tio, hey, listen. When it comes to Tio, every time somebody says somebody will be okay, good. I want to see it then. Because I feel like, I'm not saying you guys, but I feel like when he says he wants to fight Crawford, I feel like people say, oh, Crawford will put him in the hospital, and that's their way of saying, they laugh it off. Well, then you should want to see it then, right?
Put him in the hospital.
He's going to have to move up 14 pounds. He's too little, bro.
Shut him.
Let me see it.
Hold on, fellas. Shut him. I would love that fight. Put his ass in there.
Let him get knocked out. Get beat down.
We need to hear it. Let's make it happen. But everybody like giving the excuse, no, why? You're gonna know? No, man, make it happen. Man, get that blue balls off the screen.
Oh yeah, see, yeah, he did.
He put hands on Crawford.
Hey, I tell you what, man. Hey, look, the one thing, bro, like the one thing I say about Tio is when Tio says he wants to fight somebody, bro, I mean, I don't see why people just be like, just let him fight then, you know? And I hear what you're saying, Shelton, you want to see it, right? You know what I mean? That's just all I'm saying. Because I feel like a lot of people be like, they laugh it off. You know what I'm talking about, right? People laugh it off like, and that's their way of like just pushing by the subject. Like, no, then let's see it, bro.
Let's see it. You say you're the best. You say
Tio's lackluster, man. He's lackluster.
All the top guys because you've done it before. Okay, let's see you do it. I want to see you do it.
Tio would be the best name on Crawford's resume.
Man, Crawford was freaking demolished Tio, man.
Again, Crawford had 0 killers on his resume. I know Tio's got at least 3.
Who? Name them.
Loma, Taylor.
Man, get out of here. Loma ain't no killer, man. Get out of here. Man.
No, he wasn't.
Man, get out of here.
Top fighter in the world, right? That was just
135-pound killer. Get out of here, man. Man ain't no killer, man.
He was the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
Yeah. They gave him that with 10 fights. They said he was better than Andre Ward and Tan Crawford with 10 fights. Man, get out of here with that nonsense.
On any pedestal?
You don't even believe that trash, man.
Andre Ward.
When they said that, hold on, HOD.
Tio got beat by freaking George Cambosis. Get out of here with that trash, man. He got
beat by a 10-win fighter.
HOD. When they said that on that undercard show we was watching, when Teddy Atlas stood up there and said, "I think Lomachenko is better than both of you," did you agree?
I don't know what undercard. I don't even know what you're talking about.
We was watching the interview. It was on somebody's undercard. It was somebody's intermission of fight. Teddy Atlas was talking to Terrence Crawford and Andre Ward at the same time. Teddy Atlas said, "I got Lomachenko over both of you guys." Did you agree with that?
Like to beat him? I mean, what is that? Like his career that he's better than them? You mean?
He said Lomachenko is the number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world over both of you. Did you agree with that?
But what time was that? Are we talking about at the time? What, 5 years ago?
When he said
it was when Lomachenko had goddamn 11 fights and 1 loss. He was saying he was better than the guy that had 40 fights.
At the time, he was number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world. Yeah,
with 11 fights and a loss. Over somebody that's got 40 wins in the world. Come on,
you
man.
Believe that,
you can't make this up, man.
Hold on. If you my boy LJD, you know that. And if you believe that at that time, then you're an idiot.
He was 1, 2, 3, however you want to have it. He was up. He was right there.
He was not number 1. At that time, Andre Ward was the number 1 pound for pound fighter.
There's never been no number 1 of anything. I don't even know why he's even on the conversation. Andre Ward is a snooze fest.
I do believe. I do believe that somebody can have 30 fights and somebody can have 10 fights, but that person with 10 fights fought stiff competition, and that person with 30 fights fought mediocre competition. Like,
absolutely.
There's a difference.
Who had Lomachenko fight it? His best win up to that time was Gary Russell Jr. That was his best win at that time. Get out of my face with that nonsense, man. That's on that bull crap, man.
Name a better fighter than Gary Russell Jr. at the time.
Yeah, at that time, Coach Eddie. Hey, hold on, Coach Eddie. At that time, Gary Russell was like projected, like, bro, he was that dude. He was that dude at that time. Yeah, I remember that. They had Gary before he fought him. They had projected Gary Russell to like be like the next type. You know what I mean? They like people were shocked. I remember so many people picked Gary to beat Loma too. Like,
hey, like I say, man, sometimes people just gotta have their own opinion. You can't change their mind.
What's the number 1 killer on Crawford's resume?
Here's Bob Arum. I never seen anybody like Lomachenko. He's better than Muhammad Ali. That's what Bob Arum said.
Give me Crawford's killer on his resume.
Give me Canelo trash resume. His cherry picking resume.
We're talking about Crawford. Name because he already he eclipsed Crawford's resume.
Hold on, Coach Eddie, come on, Coach Eddie. I know you ain't sitting there, brother. I know you don't like Canelo, but I know you ain't sitting there talking about Canelo's resume, but then you want to talk about Crawford's resume.
I don't like Canelo. Canelo's a cherry picker, man. Canelo always picking cherries all the time. I don't like Canelo.
You know I've said this. Shadow Ghost.
I'm biased.
You know I've said this.
I'm biased.
You know I said this, Shadow Ghost. I don't care what your resume is, because I've never seen a resume get in the ring and win a fight. I don't care what your resume is. Who did you beat?
Listen. I don't got it. Listen, if that's your mindset, I'm not saying. Listen, that's your mindset. That's fine. I'm saying, if you're gonna tear down somebody's resume, do you hear what I'm saying, Shelton? If you're gonna try to tear down somebody's resume, then you need somebody with a resume to tear that shit down. And trying to use Crawford's resume to tear down Canelo's is just mind-boggling.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that. That's like trying to use Larry Holmes' resume to tear down Muhammad Ali's. You can't do that.
Right. So right. It doesn't make any sense, bro. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. You're saying resumes don't really mean too much because as far as because styles make fights, and I don't believe in the trifecta triangle thing either. I do believe that resumes do build experience and I think resume does matter, but I hear what you're saying, but I'm saying you can't tear somebody else's resume down without using an example, and then you're going to use somebody with a resume that's worse than that.
All I gotta say is I'll put Teal's resume at 135 or 140 versus Crawford's at that time, versus Kendrick Bud Crawford, because that's his new name. It's Kendrick. You know that,
man. Go ahead and make that. I pray to God they make that fight so we can go ahead and see this crooked nose, fat nose, Teofimo Lopez get knocked out. Please make that fight. I want to see him go to sleep.
That's why I want to see the fight, right?
Man, fuck Tio. Yes! Fuck you too!
Yo, Shadow, look, type Type up Kendrick and Crawford, and look what the UFC did to Crawford last night.
You want me to put Kendrick and Drake or Kendrick and Crawford?
No. Just look up what the UFC did yesterday to Crawford.
Okay.
Just type Crawford and Kendrick, and you'll see the picture.
This is the reason I want to see the fight, HLD. You say the guy's trash. You say the guy can't fight. He can't do this. He can't do that. Okay, well, go beat him then. Go beat him.
Accept the fight.
Make the fight.
Accept the fight. You just got you. Bro, we all heard the slap on your hand across the world.
Pay the money.
Man, nobody's kidding. T.O.'s a pipsqueak, man.
They put him up on the screen and they call him Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, I see it.
T.O. is a pipsqueak. Well, you know they say all black people look alike. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say all black people look alike.
He's so famous. They said he's Kendrick Lamar.
Pay the money. If you want to fight him, pay the money.
Make the fight.
It's funny as hell.
Please make the fight, because T.O.'s a bum, man.
Yeah, you're a bum, but you don't want to take him out.
T.O.'s a bum, man.
Yeah, you're a bum. They don't want to take him out.
You can't say he's a bum. T.O.'s a good fighter. You can't say he's a bum.
Nah, man. T.O.'s mediocre. You don't know what you're going to get with T.O. He's inconsistent. He's inconsistent. He doesn't show up to fight half the time. He's friggin' mind is wandering all over the place. This dude is inconsistent.
He's Canelo team now, bro. So now you're gonna love him. Tio's Canelo team now.
Yeah, put his ass in there and let him get beat up there. That's what I say.
and then his own buddy Ryan Garcia called him out. At first they bosom buddies, sitting there taking pictures, shaking hands. Now Ryan Garcia wants to knock him out. What's up with that?
Ryan Garcia is on detention right now. He's on detention though. He's like, he can't
get in there. Don't talk about T.O. Ryan. Get your ass in there.
Ryan's on in-school suspension.
Right. Look, both Ryan and Devin Haney ducked T.O. to fight each other.
Man, T.O.'s a bum, man. Nothing to duck, man. He'll lose to both of those guys, man.
He's a bum.
Man,
the only guy
T.O. can't beat neither one of them, man.
T.O.'s the only guy under 30 who has 2 pound-for-pound fighters on his resume. Whooped.
Man, he lost to George Kambosos, somebody that Devin Haney beat twice.
And your man lost to Roger Moore.
That's a that's a lie. You don't believe that. That's just your hatred for Bud. That's just your hatred for Bud. You feel the same way about Bud I feel about Canelo. You can't help yourself. At least admit it, man.
Hey, Coach Eddie. So no. Why do you hate? Why do you hate Canelo, bro? Why?
Because I feel like his whole career has been a sham, man. That's what I feel. That's my opinion. Well,
that's his opinion. You can't argue with that. That's his opinion. But how? What's the sham about Canelo's career?
Shelton's asking you how.
Okay. First of all, his first 25 fights were not first 5, first 25 fights were against guys with losing records.
Oh, when he started at 50 years old?
No. You asked me to explain myself. I'm telling you why. Then when they brought him over here to America, he hooked up with Golden Boy. Oscar De La Hoya is responsible. He's responsible for Canelo Alvarez's success because he has a well-managed, very well cherry-picked Canelo, not cherry-picked, but he fought the best fights because he was a guy that's highly marketable. They said we can make a lot of money off this kid. That's why he had so many ex-champions on his resume. Guys like Miguel Cotto, over the hill, small. Guys like Shane Mosley, over the hill, small. Kermit Cintron, Carlos Baldomir. These guys are in the freaking 40s, man. And he's knocking these guys out. Then he finally steps up to the Canelo weight, where he's a freaking weight bully. He's coming in, goddamn 20. He's a freaking weight bully at 155. He's fighting guys like Amir Khan, James Kirkland, who had just got out of jail. The guy that he's been smoking crack. Literally, I'm not making this up. James Kirkland was smoking crack when he got the call to fight Canelo.
Stop right there, Kirkland. Stop right there at Kirkland. Whose fucking fault is that?
That is whose fault that Canelo always try to fight cherry pick? That's his fault. Canelo's a cherry picker.
Is it that James? Hold on. Whose fault is it that James Kirkland's crack smoking ass signed the contract? Whose fault is that?
Who picked Canelo to fight him? Who picked? Who
It doesn't matter. If you
it does matter because
why would you fight? No, it doesn't.
If you're smoking crack, hey, that's an easy win. Somebody offer you, hey man, you want to make a couple $100,000 to fight this guy? Sure, why not? You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter if James Kirkland wasn't that good anyway.
Yeah, but
James Kirkland
blueprint.
James Kirkland wasn't that good anyway.
I don't understand. This is the Mayweather blueprint. That's what he did. The Mayweather blueprint.
Mayweather did the same thing. He did a lot of cherry picking.
That's what I'm saying. It's just it's a business too.
I say at the end of the day, I mean, I don't rock with Canelo, man. You know, everybody want to talk about how good this guy's resume is. Go back and look at his resume. Timing is everything. Yeah, you beat a champion, but how old was it when you beat him?
But who else is on the line?
You know what was condition of the champion? Was he training? Was he hungry? Was he out on drugs? Was he shooting bad? Did he fall on bad time? Did you catch him when he was cold? Did you catch him coming off the couch? Come on, man.
Everybody that Canelo can fight, all you can say is there's really one legitimate fight, and that's Benavidez. Everything else, it is what it is. There's nothing else.
Let me ask you a question, Coach. When he fought Miguel Cotto, who was the middleweight champion of the world? The lineal middleweight champion of the world.
Man, come on, man. You finna go down this path right here, man.
Who was it?
We already knew. With Miguel, he beat friggin' what's the guy name? The guy from Argentina. What's his name?
Sergio Martinez. Sergio Martinez.
Yeah, he beat Martinez. Yeah, he was the champ. I guess you want to call it the lineal middleweight champion. But who was the champion before that? It was Kelly Pavlik. He didn't fight Kelly Pavlik. He didn't fight Bernard Hopkins. Why didn't he fight Bernard Hopkins? Why didn't he fight Bernard Hopkins?
Got knocked out.
Why didn't he fight Bernard Hopkins?
Wasn't in the weight class. Bernard Hopkins was at 175.
I mean, so come on, man.
Sergio Martinez had knocked out Paul Williams. So, and Paul Williams was that guy at that time.
Yeah, but when Cotto fought Martinez freaking knees were gone. He was shot. He was shot fighter. His knees were gone.
Whose fault is that? He still had the
belt. It's nobody's fault, man. It's all about timing, bro. It ain't nobody's fault. You get old. If you get old, you get old, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what boxing is about. You get old, you get old. You know, Father Time is undefeated.
I got this shelter. Hold on. So, Coach Eddie, so when your man Crawford fought, since you want to talk about timing with Canelo and timing, so when your man Crawford, this goes with what Shelter says. I agree. Like, whose fault is that? It's not Canelo's fault. But how about this then? How about when Crawford fought Spence and Spence done had a car accident too, or two car accidents?
I agree with that. I agree. Errol Spence was shot. He was a shot fighter. I call him striker and the ball. He was a shot fighter.
Okay.
It's Errol Spence's fault for getting in freaking drunk driving and driving 100 miles an hour and breaking his car.
But that's what you're saying. So Bush turned down the fight because Spence was shot. He shouldn't have fought him.
I'm not saying turn down the fight. I'm just telling you what boxers do. Everybody's praising these resumes, and like their resumes, these guys are fighting. These guys are picking these guys when they're at their worst a lot of times.
And what did I just say, Coach? I just said 5 minutes ago. I have yet, since I've been watching boxing since the late 60s, I have yet to see a resume crawl through the ropes and win a fight. Have you?
Nah, man.
Yeah, you can't take it as a total absolute. You can't take it as a total. Can you use it to supplement an argument? Yes, but can it be an absolute? No, it's not an absolute, no. and I agree with that.
Resume don't mean shit. It's the dude across the ring from you tonight. Can you beat him?
Yeah, I mean, Larry Holmes.
I don't give a damn who you beat. I don't give a damn who you beat last month. I don't give a damn who you beat last year. I don't give a damn who you beat 5 years ago. Can you beat this motherfucker now?
Yeah, I agree to that.
That's a talking point. People always want to bring up resume. Oh, look who I fought. Blah blah blah.
It's a supplement to an argument.
Yeah, and Coach Eddie, that's what you was just doing. You was just doing that with Canelo. You was just tearing down all his resume.
Exactly, because I don't like Canelo. At least I'm 100. I don't like Canelo. So I tore his resume down.
I'm saying though, but I know you don't like him, but it just seems kind of weird when you're trying to tear down Canelo's resume, and then the next breath you talk about Crawford, like his shit is like, come on, it's just weird.
But not Crawford has some soft touches on his resume. He got some soft touches. All these guys have soft touches. But like you said the other day, everybody's biased. Like HLD, he can't see how trash T.O. is because he loves T.O.
Let me make sure this is somebody here. Hold on.
Hey, see the fight.
Hey, is this you, Amok?
Yeah, how's it going? So
Okay, making sure. Go ahead.
So let me ask you this: when Canelo Alvarez fought Dimitri Bivol, who had the better resume?
On paper, Canelo should have been able to beat him. On paper,
that's an unspecific question. Are you talking about the resume overall or 175?
Who had the better resume overall when Canelo fought Dimitri Bivol?
Canelo had the better resume on paper. Yeah, Canelo.
Did it matter?
He had the names. Did
it matter?
He only had one name at 175, though.
Weight classes matter.
It didn't matter.
Did it matter?
Weight classes matter.
The resume didn't matter. Who you beat?
But it's not a straight up question because you know that Canelo only fought once at 175 prior to that.
Yeah.
And he knocked out the Crusher, right?
Yeah.
And he got up there to Bivol, and what happened?
Got beat down.
He got his ass kicked.
He got
resume don't mean shit. Doesn't matter who you fought.
Hold on,
I'm gonna disagree with that.
There's weight classes for a reason.
Doesn't matter who you fought.
It does matter.
Can you beat me?
It puts more money. It puts more money in your pocket. Your resume will put you on a higher plateau. Your resume will put more money in your pocket. It is a selling point. It's a point of promotion. Just like Mayweather always talk about how many champions he beat. He used his resume to bolster his status as a promotion tool.
Okay, so let me ask you this. My man is saying that there's weight classes for a reason. So if there's weight classes for a reason, why you take your little ass up there?
Daring to be great.
He thought he had the easy win.
Well,
he thought he had a win.
Hey, just like he was trying to challenge that cruiserweight.
There's two guys up there getting ready to fight for the undisputed light heavyweight championship in the world. The winner of that fight, take your little ass up there and fight that guy.
That's what I'm thinking he's gonna do. I really believe that's what Canelo's gonna do.
Anthony Yard would beat Canelo if they fought.
I gotta see more out of Anthony Yard.
Yeah,
it's too big, man.
We ain't talking about Anthony Yard, though.
Like you said, weight classes for a reason.
But I'm not gonna hate on him. If Canelo wants to, if they, he can make the undisputed fight at 175 out of the winner of this fight now coming up. Yo, go for it. I don't have no issues with that.
I don't have no problem with
no issues with that.
I want to see it. Take your little ass up there. You couldn't whoop this guy. Then this guy said, I beat your ass at 75, I don't understand is that but I'm willing.
You gotta have double
but I'm willing
I'm not even
to come down to 68
this entire time.
I'm willing to come down to 68 and beat your ass again. And he turned the fight down.
Why we gotta have a double standard for one guy and have different standards for other guys.
That's fact.
No, we don't have no different standards for nobody.
Nah, yeah,
we want them all to fight. We want them all to fight.
Undercover black KKK member, bro. I'ma just call out spade a spade. You ain't fooling me.
This guy. We want them all to fight. If you want to fight, I want you to get it. Crawford wants to fight Canelo, go get it. I want them all to fight.
Crawford don't deserve that fight. He look like
dog shit against deserve. It's nothing about deserve. It's nothing about deserve. It's nothing about
keeping the sport ethical,
ain't nothing
right?
about deserve. Ain't nothing about deserve. Did fucking Berlanga deserve it?
Exactly.
Did Berlanga deserve it?
Yo, hold on. I gotta hold on. No. Wait. Amok, hold on, Amok, hold on. You can go right after me. Just let me, because they keep bringing this up. Not just you guys, but I keep hearing this. Like, for anyone that says that Berlanga was a cherry pick, listen, nobody was more against the Berlanga fight. Well, I'm not saying nobody, but I was highly against the Berlanga fight, bro. I've been saying it for years.
Exactly.
I did not want to see him fight Canelo. However, in this certain particular situation, he could not have fight David. David asked for 2 extensions at 175. He stayed at 175. The choice was between Berlanga, Mbili, Skull, and then on top of that, even if you were to say Pacheco, he had a fight lined up, and even Mbili had a fight lined up. So it was between Skull and Berlanga. So when it comes down to it, which fight was going to sell? Berlanga. Even so, it's not a cherry pick to me. He picked the best fight that he had available. They even tried to flirt with the whole Eubank Jr. thing. I think they threw that name out there just to see how people would react, and he was damned no matter what. He was damned if he did, damned if he don't. Go ahead, Amok.
No. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that. I agree with every point you just made, Shadow. I agree with every point you just made 100%. My man said that Crawford don't deserve the fight. I said, well, okay, this Berlanga deserves it. Nobody deserves it.
How does he deserve the fight if he's not even ranked at 160?
He's a 4 division.
He's not ranked at 160 and 168. How does he deserve the fight?
He's a 4 division, 2-time undisputed champion in 2 different weight divisions.
Okay, so he was undisputed.
Did Charlo deserve the fight?
Wait.
Did Charlo deserve the fight?
Wait, what class was he
undisputed at? Did Charlo deserve the fight?
What weight class
did Charlo deserve the fight?
Yeah, Charlo is another weight class.
Did Charlo deserve the fight?
No.
Did Charlo deserve the fight?
No.
Okay, then. What about Yildirim? What about Andrew Yildirim? Did he deserve the fight?
But people like you.
So why all of a sudden you got a point? Not all of a sudden. No. This guy don't deserve a fight. Come on, man.
Yildirim was a mandatory though.
Being ducked by Canelo. The narrative never stopped with you guys. Yeah, fuck out of here.
What you say?
Yeah.
What I said.
Hey, listen here.
If I heard you, motherfucker, I wouldn't ask you. What'd you say?
Motherfucker, I already said it. Watch the replay.
Hey, listen here, Mo.
What you say?
Yeah. Let's tone it down, guys. We're not gonna go. We're not gonna be disrespecting each other, man. Let's tone it down, everybody, please.
I already said it. Go watch the replay, dumbass.
Hey, man, shut your mouth, man.
I'm like, man. We having competitive arguments, in itself, but no personal attacks, man. No personal attacks.
All right. Let them know.
No, I mean, respectfully, bro.
I came at them sideways. We watched the replay. The facts are there.
Fine. Man, ain't nobody got time to watch no replays. Repeat what you gotta say.
Yeah, but you got time to fucking spin narrative.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna say something, say it, bro. Stand on what you're saying, man. Stand on what you're saying.
I did. That's why I keep telling you to watch the fucking replay. Are you not listening or
not? Everybody, let's stop and rewind so we can find the replay so we can find out what this clown said, man. Come on, bro. Keep it 100, man.
I did keep it 100. You're just upset that you want me to play a little bitch game with you. I'm not.
Hey, man, you ain't them. You just a racist, dude.
No, you're racist.
I'm not. Yo, guy, I'm up, man. Let's tone it down, bro.
Let's
tone it, bro. We're not deep, bro, man. Coach Eddie, Shelton Moore. Man, these are steady guys on our panel, bro. These are our brothers, man. And I'm not gonna be going down. No. I don't want that shit. I don't. Let's first of all, let's not disrespect each other. These are good brothers always on there. And I'm not saying brothers because they black. I say brothers because they're good men here, bro. That's all I'm saying. So I want it to be clear. We're not gonna go disrespecting people up on here, man. I don't think that's what Shadow wants, and he's not here for me to, pull rank on anything like that. But let's respect my men here, bro. Let's keep it boxing. Let's keep it boxing. I'm not with that shit.
All right. As long as they do it, I'll do it.
Well, nobody. All right, man.
All right. Well, anyway, let's move on. So the reason why I say that Canelo is a business. Canelo is all about making big fights now. He's no longer chasing legacy. His legacy is solidified. He's the first ballot Hall of Famer. Right now, Canelo is interested in the biggest, most lucrative fights, i.e. Floyd Mayweather. He's following the Mayweather blueprint. Crawford, that is a lucrative fight. That is a fight that can bring Canelo a nine-digit payday. That could be $100 million fight for Canelo. That's why he should take that fight. It ain't so much the legacy. It ain't so much what has he done. Is that it can put some greenbacks in your pocket. That's all about it.
That's why I can't really hate on the man. Because look, man, yesterday was. I mean, it was a fun night, bro. I thought this was gonna be a really shitty, embarrassing, mollywop, Gotti type of ass whooping, embarrassing type of shit. And bro, man, the crowd, we were having fun, man. It was a good, fun fight. And at the end of the day, that's entertainment.
If you are a fan of boxing, of the sport of boxing, you got to have some respect for Edgar Berlanga after last night.
Bro,
the man fought his heart out. He just wasn't skilled enough to pull it off. But he fought his heart out. He fought his heart out. He fought hard, bro.
Hey, Shelton, this is what I said about Berlanga yesterday in my crowd. Yo, he has a chance to win if he had all the skills that he doesn't have.
Exactly. He wasn't skilled enough. But he fought his heart out.
He did. I don't remember the last guy that went toe-to-toe with Canelo like that.
I just want to go back to the Crawford thing. How many pay-per-view buys did the Man Rib Job and Crawford fight do?
We know it was subpar. We know it was very subpar.
Yeah, and since we're talking about last night, UFC didn't even know who Crawford was. They thought he was Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, but the Crawford and Canelo fight will sell because regardless, Canelo's going to sell. And so I think there is a marketability for that fight. Absolutely there is. I mean, there is a marketability for that fight. I can't see that there isn't. Do I think that Crawford's going to win? No, I don't think Crawford's going to win. I think he's going to get his neck broken. But there's a marketability for that fight. I couldn't see that there isn't.
And let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's talk about how tribal boxing is. I mean, they talk about Puerto Rican, Mexican rivalry. There's also a rivalry in boxing. It's called the black and brown rivalry. That rivalry has always existed. So there's another rivalry right there. People don't want to talk about it, but that's a true and factual statement. There is a brown and black rivalry in boxing, just like there's a Mexican Puerto Rican rivalry in boxing. So it will sell off that strength also.
It'll sell. I think it'll sell regardless because it is what it's. Look, you can't deny Crawford is accomplished, and he's been the man on the pound for pound list for what now 10 years or whatever the fuck it's been. You know what I mean? So you can't. Of course, this fight is there's marketability. Is it a true competitive fight? I don't think it is. But is it sellable? Absolutely. It's like to say you don't think that Tank and Inoue, even though I don't think Inoue trying to go up to 130 right now and try to fight Tank or whatever, it's not going to be a competitive fight because Tank is too big for him at that weight. But it'll sell. It'll sell the shit out of everything, and that's what comes first. It's the business.
Exactly. And think about it. Canelo's not interested in pay-per-views because at the end of the day, his money is guaranteed. Canelo could sell 0 pay-per-views and he's gonna get guaranteed purses. He's the only, his money is guaranteed, so he
gets it guaranteed on top of pay-per-views.
You know what I'm saying? So like, if he's getting $100 million guaranteed money, you think he cares about goddamn pay-per-view sales?
No, but that's how he makes his money. He gets a guarantee plus the pay-per-views.
Well, last time I checked, a $40 million guarantee is a lot less than a $100 million guarantee.
Well, nobody's giving him $100 million, but he's like, for an example, with the Plant fight, he made $50 million on that fight guaranteed, plus the gate, plus the pay-per-view. So he walked away with nearly $100 million out of that fight.
Yeah, but Canelo actually has paying fans, so there's that.
Well, yeah, I mean he sells.
So like I say, that fight right there between Crawford and Canelo, it'd probably do anywhere from 750 to 1 million pay-per-views.
I think it would. I think it would. And I think that fight would sell more in September than in May. There's something more special in September with that Mexican crowd, man, than it is in May, in my opinion. Yeah, the Independence Day.
It'll sell on both days. It'll sell on Cinco de Mayo. It'll sell on Mexican Independence Day.
But everybody gathers for September fights, bro. I mean, we were packed.
I mean,
Yeah, because it's right before football season kicks in.
It sells, bro, and it's just it's a different thing, man. Independence Day is a real legit Mexican holiday. Cinco de Mayo is an American-made thing.
I mean, I think Edgar Berlanga, I think they probably sold 400,000 last night. I mean, I'm just guessing. I ain't got no numbers yet, but I'm just probably guessing. You can bank on Canelo doing. You can bank on Canelo doing a 400,000 against a ham sandwich, man. You can put a ham sandwich in there with Canelo, it's gonna do 400,000. So you put Crawford in there, it's at least double that, at least.
Yeah, I think
I don't care, bro. All I know is Canelo was frustrated last night. Berlanga had Canelo frustrated, bro.
I'm gonna tell you what had him. The defense. Not only that, but Berlanga was responsible with his defense. Canelo missed a lot too. Canelo took some big swings and hit a lot of air last night too. You saw that could have been a lot of. Canelo he used the defense, but I think when Berlanga go back and watch that fight, he's gonna see a lot of missed opportunities. I'm sitting there watching the fight. Man, just use your jab, man. Use your jab. Put him up against the jab was working for Berlanga.
Berlanga was very gun shy after getting hit with them big shots. Berlanga didn't want to open up after he got hit with them big shots.
But the jab was working for him. The jab was working for him, man.
Oh, he had a couple of sneaky uppercuts too, man.
That jab was working for Berlanga.
When has he ever used one though? He's never used a jab before.
Last night it was working for him. Last night he ran last night
until he got cracked.
He stayed off the ropes. Berlanga needed to stay off the ropes more because he ran. I was like, get the fuck off the ropes and use that jab more.
That's why he go to the ropes because he was getting cracked.
But you know what? I mean, it exceeded all my expectations, man. It did.
He fought way better than I thought he was going to.
Oh, way better, bro. No, he earned my respect, and I didn't have much for him. I really thought he's just, I mean, he's still, he's still subpar, but he earned respect yesterday. He did.
Yeah. He definitely got my respect. He got my respect yesterday. He took that ass looking like a man.
I'm not calling him a tomato can anymore. Let's put it that way.
After yesterday, I was for sure that Plant would beat him. Now, after thinking about it today, I'm not so sure anymore.
I got Berlanga stopping Plant.
That's actually a good fight now.
It's a good fight. I hope they make it. It's a good fight because if McCumbee was able to rock Plant, and we already know that Berlanga could take power. So I know Plant. Ain't got nothing for Berlanga that now he hasn't seen. So it'll be a good fight. It'll be a good fight. And a lot of good trash talk too.
And Plant's still at 168. He's legit 168 guy. So let's make the fight. That'd be a good fight.
Yeah, he's a lifelonger at 168, right? He's been there all his career.
Mm-hmm. Right. I don't want to see Berlanga. I know they can't make it. I know they probably won't make it because it's cross promotional. But I like to see Berlanga versus Billy. I can see all those fights.
And Billy's with who? With Top Rank, right?
And Billy's with Metro.
Oh, so they can make that fight.
Yeah, I think Billy is a better win than Andrade.
I see Berlanga. I'm not coming back till the middle of next year, man. I know that. Walked away about $10 million yesterday, man. Good for him. And then those personal respects, bro. And not coming from nothing, and hopefully he now knows what to do with what he's getting paid with, and he take care of his business. He's set. He is set. Yo, Shadow, what you doing, bro? You taking a dump?
Yeah, we just gotta take control start talking about other stuff.
No, I'm preparing my food. I'm about to shut it down soon. So I was
man. I'm about to head out myself anyway, man.
I was letting you know. I'll be back in 2 minutes. All right, HOD.
Hey, man. Everybody, peace out. See you around, my Coach Eddie. Next time, my brother.
All right, man. Talk to you. Peace.
Hey, peace, my man.
Oh man, everybody left. What the hell? What the hell? You just left the panel like that. What the hell? I thought somebody was gonna talk. All right, man. Hold up, man. Hey, listen, man. I gotta shut this down anyway, man. I shouldn't even meant to go that long, bro. Hey, I'm sorry for that, man. The chaos and shit, man. I had to go make my food and stuff. And hope y'all have a blessed weekend, man. I enjoyed the fights. All right, y'all take it easy. This goes.